This is not.
This is Will Mayo.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
Living
you.
Vacationland, episode 6.
Thank
You're
you
number
for
6.
having me. Oh, number 6.
I was hoping that you would be the first guest, but Alex came together so weirdly. He liked my post. I was like, "Are you back in Maine?" And you know how that goes. When you
Yep.
know that your homies are back in Maine, you're like, "Oh, jump."
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, "I'm
jump
leaving
on
on Thanksgiving." I was like, "Oh, okay. That gives us 2 days."
Well, glad it worked out then.
We did
Yeah.
it. He had
That's
some
amazing.
epic stories. I can't wait to hear what you think about it when you listen to the podcast.
I'm
For the first time.
Yeah. I'm in it, and then I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah, you're gonna listen to
In
your
that
own
order.
first, right?
No, don't do that.
No. I'm
Just
never
that
going
on
to listen to my
repeat.
own. I don't want to hear this ever again.
I listen to them right after the show. I
Well,
love
you
it
have
now.
to. You have to edit it.
I'm so self-critical. I just text Mike the whole time. I'm like, "You won't shut the fuck up. Just tell me to shut the fuck up."
You start bleeping things out that you just don't want in there.
I want to do unedited. That's my goal.
Completely unedited.
Yeah, I want to like Joe Rogan.
Censorship
'cause-
sucks.
Exactly. My whole point for this show is free speech.
There you go. I like it.
There's no media platforms out right now accessible to the common man that are like, say whatever the fuck you want right here.
It's true.
Fox News, man.
It's true.
No,
Hence-
no.
I love,
All right.
I love a good Fox News.
So how do we get Living Vacation
like
Land
Netflix
on
and
Fox
chill.
News? Fox News, sponsor us.
You want to come over and Fox News with me, baby?
That's the easiest way out of a relationship.
So what have you been up to? Making rope tows, I see?
That's one of the things.
Living in a van down by the river.
I live in a van.
Making
I
rope tows.
I make rope tows. I make winches. I work at a lab testing valves for the oil and gas industry.
Okay.
And I shoot photography for weddings, and I shoot photography for products like Flow Fold and Candy Grind.
Yep. And they're doing a lot of locally sourced, like Flow Fold's on that like local thing, right?
Yeah, Flow Fold's
Like
based
making
in
stuff out of sails.
in Gorham. They use sails from a manufacturer in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And that's as far as their materials go. It's like
That's cool.
Rhode Island. And they, buy YKK zippers and stuff. Or
Right.
Like stuff from China. But
Yeah.
as much as they can get in the States, they get in the States. And as much as they can get recycled or upcycled, they get there.
Nice.
Get it done right. Yeah.
Yep.
Candy
How's it-
Grind's not around here, right?
Candy Grind's Colorado.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and they're in like to tech gloves, tech layers, and
Okay.
now tech backpacks. So they're going for the high tech stuff.
And they were headphones originally?
No,
Is that
actually,
can-
that's Skull Candy.
Skull Candy.
Yeah, they were big in headphones. I don't know if they are anymore. I think Beats
Yeah,
by
I think
Dre
so.
overtook them.
Sweet. Shouldn't have gotten stoned before this one, Will.
That's fine.
I'm struggling for questions for you because I already know them all.
Well,
Sort of.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
got.
well, yeah, because I don't think we've seen each other since.
Hold on. Let's start out at Lost Valley.
yeah, okay.
Let's
that's
just
where we all
explain
met.
why
That's-
we're here.
Yeah.
That makes sense. We
There's
all met
hot
at Lost
chicks
Valley
at Lost Valley.
23 years ago. No. It wasn't
But
that long
shit,
ago.
probably almost 20.
It was about
almost 20
20
years ago, yeah.
Almost 20.
I mean, maybe 18 or 17 years at this point.
I was like 13 when I started snowboarding.
That would put you in your
So
30.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I first started working there. I was however young you can be to work.
Yeah.
14, 15,
I was
but
a
we were skiing there
freshman when I
before.
first started snowboarding there.
Yeah, so yeah, probably
No, actually, I was
Yeah,
in 8th
you-
grade. I was in 8th,
eighth grade.
First
So yeah,
snowboard there.
16 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep. You're 31
In 2 weeks. Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm 31 as well.
So there's a
We're
pretty
old.
core group of people at Lost Valley at this age group.
Yeah.
It was a weird little phenomena.
Yeah, we managed to get a pretty heavy group of riders together on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Like maybe 7 or 8 of us chomping through the park at all times.
Right.
Snowman.
And working on the jumps and getting in trouble for them.
Snowman.
Oh, snowman.
Doing flips was illegal.
Yeah.
It was.
You did them though.
Yeah, well,
You
a
didn't give
couple.
a fuck.
Why? Why would you censor my flips?
I'm not trying to censor shit. Well, flip on.
Ski Patrol at Lost Valley from 2005. Talking to you guys.
We'll have them on next week. We'll hear their side of the story.
It's the two sides of every story. That's right.
It is.
I'm sure I would have some good laughs with them. You know who I saw
Who?
just the other day when we were demoing at Lost Valley? It was
Evan
Nate.
Clement.
No, Nate. Nate used to run the park.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's still there?
He's still there, killing it. He's lift maintenance, and he's just smiling all the time, having a great time. He's awesome.
Nice.
And,
Didn't he make a movie on?
I don't know.
Who was the guy that made the movie on the little ski areas in Maine? Was that Nate? It was one of the guys that was working park there.
Oh. No, it wasn't Nate. It would have been,
Yeah, what was that other guy's name that... I'm going to sound like
Was
an asshole,
Nate super
but...
rednecky?
No, that was the other dude with all the acne, but...
So you could have left it at rednecky and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but brought it in.
He took out those straight skis
Yeah.
and would
He hit, like,
slide
every
rails.
rail.
Yeah.
In the groomer.
Ray Blay.
No. What
Because
the
he did that.
I forget that dude's name. He helped us build that night jump that one time.
Oh, sick.
Oh yeah. He came from Sugarloaf, but it was like
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'll figure it out.
Not the alien helmet guy, though.
I don't think so.
He worked in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
I worked in the kitchen.
Yeah, it was.
Was that me? Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry.
No, that place was like
Everybody was switching between skiing and snowboarding. It was like
Yeah.
at that time where people were over
remember you did
snowboarding.
both.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did both.
Ray Blay did both. Ryan D was snowboarder, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
kills it on skis. Next
Shay
day.
Flynn did that.
Shay Flynn.
He was a snowboarder first.
Troy kind of did.
I met Shay's
Troy did it to
girlfriend
prove
randomly
it.
at a flow fold shoot the other day.
Really?
And I
Yeah.
was like,
Ashley?
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, who's your boyfriend? Shay Flynn. I'm like, I know that guy.
Yeah.
So weird. Small world coincidence thing.
Yeah.
Weird sidetrack. Shay Flynn, where is he now?
I actually saw him not too long ago at a wedding. And then, actually, I just saw him at Joe Gardner's
Joel
30th
Osgood.
birthday. Joel, yes.
How is Joe Gardner doing?
Really good. He's got a little girl. She's I think she's just about to be 2. Maybe she's a year and a half now.
Awesome.
Yeah, living in New Hampshire. Yeah, he's doing really good.
He used to be a ripping skier.
Yeah.
He was undercover.
Yeah.
He was never in like the limelight of it all. He was always like there, and then you'd be like, "That was fucking sick."
Yeah, like if you removed him from the other people
Yeah.
that were around
Yeah.
him, he was...
And he was probably the best skier out of the group.
Yeah. Like he still does backflips and
Does
all
he?
kind of. At least a few years ago, he was still doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is now.
I'm thinking about
So are
bringing
you gonna
back
still
backflips.
ski?
Yeah.
Are you gonna ski switch when you have the kid?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
It's easier to watch him.
Ladies and
true.
gentlemen, there's a baby bump upstairs. This guy's having kids.
Yeah.
Are you skiing fast?
Uh,
Am I finally gonna beat you down the mountain?
probably a first for sure.
We're never gonna beat him.
Yeah.
It's too fast. You know
He is
who?
fast.
You know who's as
it always
fast
used
as
to
him?
piss me off when he'd pass you going switch. I'm like tucking it, and then I just see Mike switch. I'm like,
It's hard to go fast on a snowboard though. Like as fast as
Yeah.
skiing. Like you can
What are you saying? We're handicapped?
slightly. You know, like even when I
How fast have you
snowboarded.
gone?
I had that Trace app one time. We got going.
Do you believe it?
I'm not making this up. I went 69 miles an hour.
Nice.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
Not 70.
No, it didn't make 70. It's wind resistance. I'm too light.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never recorded how fast I've gone.
I don't know if I trust him.
Yeah, I
like
mean-
you're in the middle of the woods.
The app too is like there's 3 feet of variance on Google Maps. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
So they're basing that off of how fast you're moving on Google on
Right.
like a GPS satellite. So
Yeah.
there's definitely
And then there's snow on top
there's
of
some
those.
slop.
Yeah,
It's not just 3 foot variance.
Yeah, it's
It's
vertical
that, and then however they
change.
wanted to do the snow.
Yeah. It's
I hit like 55, I think,
the
on
real,
chicken pitch. I'd continually hit that though, so I think I was maxing the board out really.
Yeah.
The real fastest I've ever gone was when I was being towed in on a Shredwise custom winch.
Available at Shredwise.
Nice plug.
Shredwise.com. Those only go about like 40 miles an hour, but it's still pretty fast. That feels
Okay.
40 is fast, yeah.
Feels faster on flat ground at night
Right.
getting pulled into a street feature than
Yeah.
going straight down the head wall at Keystone Felt.
What
Really?
street feature do you need to get pulled in 40 miles an hour?
If you watch Spot Pizza, you will see all of them.
All right.
One of them where we really maxed it out was like the tree in Deering Oaks Park in Portland.
Like a wall ride or
No, gap
or-
over a tree limb.
Gap over.
So the trees, there's like 3 of them that they really dress up with lights every
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
and one of them is the one right next to the road that you're going out of Portland towards the highway.
Mm-hmm.
That one's like you always recognize it if you've ever sat at that red light.
Yep.
And it's got these two branches that arch out like that, and you can jump. I jumped straight over them. It was maybe like 15 feet off the snow, and the kicker we built was like 6 feet tall. So I had to be going like 35 miles an hour.
Like straight at and up.
Yeah, and the first time, no joke, we didn't even get it on film, but my toe edge dragged across the branch at the top. Like, I barely made it over. I was like, do I hit it again? Like, I don't know if I can go faster. But I went faster the second time, and I cleared it with
That's sketchy.
So fucking sketchy.
Unless you lean into it. I don't know if you remember, I think it was LJ Strenyo.
In Boston?
No, he was out of Vermont.
But that shot in Boston over the light?
I mean, he might have done it there, but it was like I think it was him. I could be wrong, but like turned it into a thing where he would just like spin 45 degrees so that his boot would smack into like whatever he was jumping over, a rail or a swing set, so that he would do a flip.
Yeah.
Holy yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
And like the impact has got it. No. He would like hit it perfect, like coming up like on the top of the boot, just enough to flip him over.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jaeger Bailey did something like that at Super Park one year where he like purposely caught the front of his boot on a railing he was ollieing, and it flipped him forward over the back of this thing and landed front flip.
Would you do something like that?
No, that's not in my trick bag.
No, it's fucking like, I mean, maybe
I
if
have a bad ankle already.
yeah.
Right.
If you're doing it on purpose, maybe. But I remember hitting this feature in. It was in Auburn. It's at that school that used to have the ice rink, Pettingill Park.
Okay.
And there's a swing set back there. And Shay was jumping over this swing set, and I tried to drop in and do it, and I caught my skis, and it's like a 10-foot drop from a swing set, and just like I don't know how people purposely do that shit. Yeah, I hit that once, and I was done.
That sounds heavy.
Yeah.
The parks or the street stuff, to me, always it's like snowboarding's like the last part of it. You know what I mean? Like it's moving around this crazy terrain. That's the sketchiness of it.
Yeah, I would say that street. You just made me think of this. I never thought of it this way, but street snowboarding is a lot like surfing, where it's like the getting to the part where you actually stand up on the board is 99% of the work.
Right.
And and like with surfing particularly, you just don't see that.
Right.
Like, but with street snowboarding, maybe you understand it because like, look, they built a huge snow feature.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, to have that much work going into it, like we would have one spot in particular. We did the Getty, which was closed down at the time, but has now since reopened as a marijuana dispensary.
Yep. Atlantic Farms.
Yep.
Yep.
On Warren Ave, I believe, Warren Ave in Portland. Anyway, so me and Alex Cole were alone, and we had a photography angle, a video angle, and running the winch, and it was just two of us.
Right.
So he's like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
He's like running, or he pushes record on this tripod, and then runs to the winch, and then he runs to his camera and takes a photo. And he's taking legit photos too.
Right.
He's got gels on his flash. He's got two strobes set up. Like, and he took a sick fucking photo of the hand plant that did.
Yeah.
And then I would jump on after I went and do the same fucking dance for him when he was hitting it.
Yep.
And we were just like, this is so much fucking work. Not to mention we spent 12 hours building a quarter pipe with all of the snow in the
and the
immediate
cops
vicinity.
came to that one.
And the cops came and they were like, wait, you can't do this. And then they somehow, the security guy who was hired that called the cops was watching us, called the owners, and the owners said it was okay. And then they told the cops, and the cops were like, "Yeah, have fun." And then we finished the shoot.
Awesome.
It was
Did you get that on
so
camera?
sick.
Is that in Spot
we didn't
Pizza?
have all that on camera, but we have
Yeah.
a couple cops like rolling in the credits and stuff. You can see that happening.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Have you found it easier in your later years dealing with these situations? Like, I know that was always this thing that frustrated me so much. It's like you spend 6 hours building this, and then it just gets torn down, and you're kicked out. Like, it got to a point where I'm like, fuck this. I'm just going to go ski at a resort.
You always used to get mad at my reactions. You're like, fuck him with Jake.
Yeah.
He's gonna yell at the cop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like maybe in my like early 20s, like I had a lot of this.
Yeah.
Where it would happen like that, and I would just get pissed. And, like we'd just go set something else up.
Yeah.
But like you just can't give up at that moment. Like you've got all this energy and ambition. And you're that close, and you're like, So we always went back. We
Yeah.
always figured it out. And I always knew in my mind, like, we're coming back.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
Right.
get too ripshit about it. But
You keep a continual list. That's one thing that sets you apart. You don't have a list that you really check off. It's like,
I'm still
From
I'm
what
still
I've
wanting-
noticed, like, you
I have
keep
all the
everything
things
in
I want
the-
to go back to
Right.
still
Yeah.
for the next project if that happens. I mean, I'm
Right.
31 now. Not a lot of people
Right.
doing it by themselves at my
No, not at all. I gave
Well,
up
some
10
of-
years ago. Like,
some of the spots that you hit before you have the winch, now you're looking at the winch and you're like, I can do this there,
That's
this
true, too.
there, this
I
there.
have like a revisit list.
Buy
too.
a winch.
yeah. Yeah,
Like,
it makes
we
it
did
way more
spots where
accessible.
it was like a winch would make this better.
yeah.
Right.
And
Even some of the
Stuff
up
like
rails, like going up hills, like that'll
Yep.
never get old.
so that was one spot that me and Alex did in Spot Pizza. We're doing a step up on a stair in Boston. And it's like every single movie had that staircase in it the year before.
Yeah.
And we're like, everybody knows this rail. People
Yeah.
have been sessioning it for like 10 years, but
Yeah.
nobody's jumped up it. And Alex had that idea, and he was like, yeah, we'll do that. And then we called up Eugene Stancato, who's local to Boston.
Yep.
And the three of us sessioned that thing going up, which was wicked fun.
That's awesome.
And I almost died doing that one. I mean, every single spot has an I almost died moment.
Oh, yeah.
Because the
Right.
winch just goes so fast.
Yeah.
But, like, that one I was like off balance going up the kicker, and I like started doing underflip almost, and I just put my feet out in front of me, and I hit the rail with my feet, and it
Ooh.
stopped my rotation. I actually landed and rode away. Like, otherwise it would have hit my head or something. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point
Gnarly.
you're propelling yourself at the thing.
Yeah, that
You're
was
not
like a full
like
speed
flowing
run.
at it. You're like,
That was like gas it the whole time
Right.
and let go at the last second. Like, that was as much speed as we could get out of that.
is there a throttle on the thing?
Nope, it's all operator at front. I always tell the winch operator to just send it, and I'll let go when I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going fast enough. That's
Yeah.
I think every single rider likes it like that.
So
Well,
do you-
it's predictable that way. You're not like, what speed am I getting
Repeatable.
pulled at? You're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Do you have any plans to do like any remotes for it so that you can set it up yourself?
I've
and-
looked into that. Some guy who does the briefcase winch, like a
Yeah.
little electric winch, he has a remote that like is a thumb throttle that's on the handle.
Yeah.
So your thumbs are always free anyway. So.
Yep.
And that's a good thing. I don't know if he's patented that or.
yeah.
It seems like it'd be pretty
I'd
easy to
license
do.
it from him for a couple of builds
Yeah.
Yeah.
if he wanted them $10 or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, the winches just aren't super popular.
Yeah.
they're
Right.
they've been steady, but they're just maybe one or two a year.
That's all that you're selling right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If
So you're
that.
going to set one up at Lost Valley? Can they run something like that legally?
The winch, as long as
'Cause
the
that might
resort's
be part of
closed, we can do whatever the heck we
So
want.
they couldn't run
sure.
it as part of their
It's,
resort.
it's really up to Scott, like the owner,
Yeah.
whatever he wants to do. So, but I've
Because being able to sales pitch winches to people with like a come and try it out, like in a safe environment,
Yeah.
like
you know who wants
because they're
the winch?
intimidating.
Who wants the winch is like pro snowboarders
Right.
and maybe the marketing / park crew department at some ski resorts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's
Gotcha,
very-
to have it in there.
mostly pro snowboarders, pro skiers, and wakeboarders.
Yeah, small market.
Yeah, really small.
Have you
market.
wakeboarded with it yet?
We've pulled my surfboard on the lake in the summertime when we had nothing else we could do with the winch. So
Nice.
I can like lay down on my board with the handle in my hands and then like push myself up while it's
Yeah.
moving
Yep.
and stand up.
I want to try it on my skimboard.
Yeah. So I have so many concepts for the skim
Yeah.
concept, but I don't have any riders. So maybe you're the rider.
I need to get
Yeah, it's
rid of this
questionable.
beer gut.
We're gonna start pushing the Threadwise
My
winches.
endurance
through.
isn't where it was when I was 15.
It's hard running fast.
Yeah.
Have you seen
I've
Austin
done one
Keene?
run and I'm like,
Have you seen that shit
dude,
Austin
he
Keene
kills
does?
it.
There'll
No.
be a boat driving in the ocean like 60, 70 feet offshore, and
Yeah.
he'll just run and skim right into its wake and wake surf on it.
Somehow you turn sideways on those and you can like plane, like you keep
For
your
really
board
far.
left. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like attacking it sideways, but
Yeah.
safe.
No resistance.
Yeah.
There can't be any chop. Or
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
I never got
impressive
it
what
down.
that guy can do.
Yeah. So you building these like start to finish, or
I build
You-
the winches myself, like start to finish, Amazon parts, mostly go-kart parts, really.
Yeah.
And then a couple custom fabricated parts. I worked with an aluminum welder, Dan Rowe, who works for How and How.
Yeah.
They make these really cool like tank tread, handicap accessible things. You guys should check them
Yeah.
out if you're ever interested. So basically, anybody who's handicapped can go in the woods and like get out and do things
Right.
in off-terrain
Yeah, you can go
situations.
anywhere in those things.
That's
They're
cool.
Dope.
Really rad. So anyway, he's a pro welder. He's been building my winch frames for me out of aluminum since I switched off of steel like 4 years ago. But now we've decided we're consolidating Shredwise winches into TowPro,
yeah,
and we're going to use a round tube design, save a lot of money on welding, and my partner at Topro is also a professional aluminum welder. So unfortunately, sorry Dan if you're watching this. Moving on.
It's probably okay.
That's fine.
How and how.
Oh, he's doing fine. He's just building himself a house right now where this is actually a really cool story. He bought the land thinking there's nothing on it. The town says there's nothing on it. The deed says there's nothing on it. And he goes out there and there's a brand new foundation, brand new septic, and brand new well.
Did he know this?
He did not know when he bought it. He found it all after he bought it, and he was like, "What?" Stoking.
I mean,
sick.
yeah,
Winning
just
the lottery. Half his house is built.
oh yeah, thinking about this house, like the site work, the foundation, the well, and the septic, $50,000. Like
Easy.
oh yeah,
If-
and we
if
were getting
not
deals
more.
because it was
Yeah.
all like family that was doing stuff. It was
Yeah, that's
like that's a good deal.
congrats on the house.
Hey, thank you very much.
Awesome, man. I'm
it is
looking
a
at
nice place.
building something myself in the next few years, but really.
Yeah, you did the
modest.
van build though.
I did the van build
You
as part
have-
of like the way to save.
You have a
more.
dwelling.
Yeah,
And then I coincidentally met Genevieve in the interim since I built the van, and we both kind of have the same idea where we want to build like a sustainable smaller
yeah.
house where
Yep.
we use like a subterranean layer like this for
Yep.
the geothermal benefits,
Yep.
and then one layer up down.
yeah.
Yeah, the bank houses are where I want to get to.
Yeah,
Have you
and
seen
plus
those?
that means I'm on a hillside,
Yeah.
and then I can build my
Yeah.
own
Jump
terrain
over
park
your house,
Yeah.
bro.
and have my own rope tow system,
Yeah.
and mountain bike park in the summer.
Yeah.
I know. I would have done that, but like this land, so my in-laws live behind it, and they split the land off and gave it to us. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was a perfect scenario
That's
because
great.
there's not much of a hill. It would have been nice if,
something.
yeah, we could set up a few rails, but
Just a couple rails, maybe a little jump.
yeah,
We could jump off the roof with a winch.
Yeah, exactly, yeah,
Always speed, man. You just call me up.
How much do they sell for?
yeah,
The big winch that I use to film Spot Pizza is $3,000, and like a smaller one that's more consumer ready, like something
Yeah.
you need for wakeboarding, like a 9 horsepower would be $2,200, which
Okay.
is
It's not
really
bad.
affordable. A lot of the winch companies out there are doing that same winch for like $3,000.
yeah,
Yeah.
And the one that I made for bigger stuff is like what Hein would do for maybe $4,000 or $5,000. So
Yeah.
I just kind of do it to like cover my costs for my time and my
Right.
and my
Yeah, it's a building
build.
block for your.
But I do it because I want those athletes to have that.
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
So like I've given one to Brandon Davis, who lent it to Kyle Mack. So Kyle Mack and
Nice.
Brandon Davis have been using that one for a ton of street shit. They're probably my highest profile clients, and just to see what they've been able to do since they've had it versus before is
Right.
just awesome. And
Yeah.
they're still not at their limit.
Right.
Like they can go way bigger, and it's just insane to see what those guys are gonna do.
Yeah.
And then I've got a couple out west, like one in the hands of High Country Healing, which is a legal marijuana dispensary in Colorado.
illegal or illegal?
Illegal.
Okay.
Because Colorado's fully illegal
Yeah.
now. That has a snowboard team, which is pretty cool.
That's a weird
And
concept, but
their snowboard team is
I think it's
mostly
future.
the Nightmare snowboard team. They have a couple
Gotcha.
other riders too.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all my friends. So
Yep.
like, I met a bunch of them when I was living out in Colorado, and like they're basically the raddest crew in Colorado.
Yeah.
Torstein Horgmo
okay.
brings some
yeah.
of them on to film with Shredbots, and
Nice.
they exchange footage and
Yeah.
camera guys
Yep.
with each other too.
Have you
Those
ran
guys kill it.
into Matt Coughlin out there at all?
I've not ran into Matt Coughlin.
He seems to be killing it. Do you follow him?
The name does sound familiar, but again, it's one of those things on like
Turd Lord, I think he is on Instagram.
you know, that is a memorable name.
Yeah.
So I'd probably
Marketing, baby.
Yeah.
Let me look at that real quick.
So
He's got the coolest, weird street stuff.
yeah. So you
He's got
back
that
here?
lazy style.
Nice. Yeah,
He
sure,
really
go ahead,
does.
follow
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you back here full time now? Or are you still going back out west? Or
I've been living in Maine full time for a little over 2 years now.
yeah,
And but I do as many trips as I can. So.
Yeah.
Last trip I went on was Iceland. We went surfing and drove around the whole ring road.
Yeah.
Shot photos for Flowfold, and shot video for Candy Grind. So
Nice.
it was work play. I
Yep.
like a nice mix of work play. on
yeah,
my
that
trips.
is the best.
Yep.
When were you in Iceland?
That was in September.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
Oh my god, that's my second time there, and I would keep going. I can't.
Yeah. I know. I got to get out there.
Can't find enough things to do there, or can't find too many things. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll never be done with that place.
Yeah. And it's so cheap to give.
Endless.
It seems so foreign.
It is, but
To hear, too.
it's also really familiar in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the people there are really cool, really friendly.
Yep.
It's a small European country, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like stands alone on its own. It's got insane geological features.
Oh, yeah.
everywhere.
And it's what, 5-hour flight from Boston?
Yep, and it's a cheap flight.
Yeah.
Everything's expensive when you get there. But
Yeah, I've heard like booze and food is insane.
Silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they had gone through like some weird prohibition a long time ago, and like, yeah, and that was their answer. Like, okay, we'll bring back alcohol, but it's gonna be charged a lot.
They have a big tax on it, and,
Yeah.
and everything's imported except like a couple local vodka brands
Yeah.
Is there
and a couple local beers.
is there an alcohol issue up there,
No.
locals wise?
Not a ton of drug or alcohol problems, I don't
Interesting.
think. It's a really nice community.
Yep.
Like, really good standard of living, too,
Yep.
in the country. And, yeah, like I said, you just endless things to go see.
Yeah.
There's a huge tourism economy there.
Yep.
And there's a lot of...
It's pretty much their only economy, right?
Yeah.
That and shipping, like as a port, I would get.
Yeah, and they export a lot of wool.
Yeah.
And volcanic rock is one of their biggest exports.
Okay.
So they make like cinder blocks is one of the weird things I saw on the plane ride over. They have like, what's Iceland good for? And
Cinder.
they make like crazy.
It's a weird commercial.
It's like really good. The pulp of making concrete or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Volcanic rock is like a really specific kind that's good.
Is it like
Usable
more
wool.
structurally sound than
Lighter.
concrete?
I think
Lighter,
it's
yeah.
lighter. So like, what's it called? Like the raw or like rock that flies out of the volcano.
Yeah.
Like
Lava?
Like yeah, raw lava rock. But like it
Oh, what's
has
the
a name
actual
when it's
rock
like
called?
porous.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
But anyway, it's like it's really porous, so it's light and it's strong.
Right.
And they use it in like fireplaces and like all sorts of other high temp.
yeah. But that makes fucking sense, yeah.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
What's your thoughts on hempcrete?
Hempcrete.
I know you've
down
looked
with it.
into it.
Anything hemp.
I've at least
really.
seen the video where the guy's like,
Hemp grows fast. It's strong.
Yeah.
And people need to drop the stigma about that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's sustainable.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between the current hemp market and like bringing something like that to market.
It's true. That's why
You know what I
weed's
mean?
illegal in this country is because hemp. Not
Yeah,
because of
make
the
anything out of
marijuana,
it.
but because hemp was fucking
Right.
gonna put all the paper companies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You think Elon's gonna make the Cybertruck out of hemp?
Yeah.
Better.
That truck's fucking weird, man.
Cold
It is.
rolled steel.
Yeah.
That's why it looks so weird. I was just thinking about that too, because like all the memes about it lately have been coming out, and it's like the what do the Jawas drive in Star Wars?
Oh, yeah.
They're like, the new Cybertrain has come out.
Yeah.
It's just a picture of the Jawa vehicle. But yeah, it's pretty crazy to see that truck, like 500-mile range electric truck. Like,
In like what,
1,000
I think is the price point they want to put it out at.
how is that
1,000 pound
possible?
feet of
Yeah.
torque.
How is that possible?
1,000 pound
you
feet
can't
of torque.
even buy the Model 3 for that
I know.
cheap.
I can't even buy a
They said
Tacoma
they-
for that
They
cheap.
said you could buy it for 35, but the cheapest you can actually
Right.
get a Model 3 is like 41, 42.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's gonna happen with this thing.
They
I
may
mean-
have worked out the kinks a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found out, oh yeah, we're spending like $9 million on each car
Right.
on plastic. Like, let's just make it out of steel.
Right.
It's heavy as fuck though, I bet. It's got a cold rolled steel shell.
I think I wouldn't be
Bulletproof.
surprised at all if this is. It's like everything under the shell is what he was showing off.
Yeah.
Like he made a joke out of the exterior.
Yeah.
The windows broke. The outside's cold rolled steel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Raw.
Oh, yeah, they're
If when he
bulletproof
rele-
windows.
Yeah.
No, the
When he
windows were
releases-
never supposed to be bulletproof. They're just supposed to be like impact resistant.
Yeah.
And
Right.
they're like, throw a steel ball at it.
Yeah.
Nope. But that got him on the headline.
Yeah, it did, it
Maybe
did.
he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
No,
Do you know how the electric platforms work for cars?
So
Like
with
the
Tesla
skateboard-
cars,
the
they
skateboard
actually
model-
have
model?
the skateboard, the drivetrain.
Right.
and
So
a
if
central
that's what he
motor.
was showing off, and he was like, "Look at this stupid thing I put on top of it,"
Yeah.
it's a
But-
smart marketing move. And
It's
if you,
true. And it can tow 14,000 pounds.
yeah, and he likes playing with his stocks. Like, there's
I
a
heard
reason.
A Ford e-truck has similar towing capacity too, though.
Does it?
Yeah.
I mean, a diesel's probably around it. He towed an
Not my
F-150.
diesel.
He didn't. No, like a diesel equivalent truck,
Yeah.
like something that would tow equivalently. You know,
That's a big Cummins on a frame.
four-cylinder though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it can tow
3,500 though.
No, it's a dually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But no, most trucks aren't towing 14,000 pounds.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
big load. It's like an F-350 maybe.
Yeah. What would you
Right.
even need to?
Like,
I mean, I guess big camper.
you could put a couple cars on the trailer.
Yeah.
That around
Cattle?
auto shows.
Cattle. Yeah.
Tow some cattle.
Heaps of cattle.
Yeah.
Heaps of cattle. In my electronic.
What the hell were we talking about?
I don't know.
Iceland.
Oh,
Of all things, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the one that didn't get high,
cool
so
place.
I can
Yeah.
remember.
Just holding that over.
Fucking call us out. It's recreational state, dick.
It's legal. Okay?
Yeah.
It's true. So what are your plans for this winter?
This winter, split board a fuck ton.
Yeah. I know everybody's fucking talking about these. Well, this is not the winter to do it, but
It might happen.
Yeah.
Farmer's Almanac's calling for a shitty winter, but
Would you rather split board or get telly? Or not telly, but AT
skins.
shit.
at this point with a newborn 2 weeks, I just want to get outside.
Yeah, any chance you can get it up
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But if you were going to get into a backcountry setup, would you rather split
If
board
you
or?
want-
No, I'd want to skin at first just because like I haven't done a ton of backcountry,
Yeah.
so at least
Fair.
familiar with skiing.
Right.
Then, but I like I've said this a bunch. I still prefer powder snowboarding. Like I've skied for 15 years now, and
It's
it's
a bit
still
of a
my
struggle on skis when you're used to being able to sit on top.
yeah.
Especially if you don't have a powder setup.
True.
That and like we're not in a powder state, like so I never grew up skiing powder.
Yeah.
So snowboarding, I just always feel more comfortable.
Yeah. Snowboarding, as long as you keep going, you're usually good.
Yeah,
And
don't
you can
slow
keep
down.
your front up a little bit, you're good.
Yeah. I think the trick to anything involving POW is just go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
Have you done
worried at all,
Saddleback?
go faster. Yeah, I've done it 4 times now.
Since they closed?
Yeah, all since they
Yeah.
closed. I've never split boarded there while they were open.
It's an
I
experience.
don't think split boarding was a thing when they were open even.
Yeah, probably not.
I snowboarded there when they were open for
haven't
the
been there.
USASA contest in
Yep.
2000.
Yeah.
2005,
Years ago.
2006,
Yep.
somewhere around there.
Have you been following that?
Yeah, so they
Clusterfuck?
got a new owner,
Yep.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, maybe not hopefully, because let me tell you what, I'm going to break down the secrets live here on the internet.
I'm stoked to hear it. This is the exact type of content I want.
I'm going to get beat up for this.
Cool. We're going to the CMP corridor thing next week if you want to come get beat up there.
Fuck yeah.
I want some information, not people's opinions. I don't care about your sign.
So there have been a lot of really awesome locals up in Rangeley that have been maintaining glades up at Saddleback.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, you'll be at the summit, it'll be howling wind, like you feel like this cannot be any worse. Like it's cold as fuck, there's no snow anywhere at the summit. And then you go 2-3 minutes ride off the summit and you're in a dead silent glade
Yep.
with knee-deep POW.
Yep.
It's like the most snow I've seen on the East Coast.
Yeah, I was blown away.
Other
by
than
it.
like Mount Washington.
It was the first time I had like struggled in glades.
Yeah. It's steep
Like
and it's deep there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
because I mean, if you choose the right lines, you haven't been. That line hasn't been hit.
There's
You
just
know
not
what I mean?
enough-
There's like
not enough people
Yeah,
there.
maybe 100
Nobody
people
knows.
hike it.
It's fucking a
Probably more than
magical
100,
secret.
but it's last year.
Yeah.
Let's rage.
Let's send it. I'm
What
gonna
was
be
your?
up there a lot this year.
Was that your riveting information? I thought
About
you were gonna like
Saddleback?
out the buyers and be like corrupt. They're the mafia. They're the
I just
Boston
don't want people
mafia.
to go there and ruin what I found. It's
Oh,
like
you wanted to
surfing.
stay hikeable.
Look, I'll tell people about snowboard spots. I will never tell you about my surf spots. You can't know.
Yeah. It's funny how much information comes out about surfing until you hit like Reed. From Reed up, the locals are like, nah, there's no surfing
Yeah.
here.
No, there's never
No
been any
waves
surfing
ever.
there. Ever.
Ever.
You know what?
I wait.
You know what happens?
I go
when-
out.
It's the 47th parallel.
Yeah.
It's just above that. The waves just don't happen
Right.
unless you're in Iceland. There's
Right.
plenty of waves in Iceland.
Right.
Yeah. Go there.
Yeah. Bring back beer
Not my backyard.
and cinder blocks.
I don't know anything about surfing, but I'm pretty sure you're fucking with me right now.
Have you ever seen a wave in Acadia?
Yeah. Tell me.
Dummy.
No.
No.
Thunderhole ruins them all.
Yeah. Thunderbolt? What the hell is that?
That is in
Thunderhole?
Acadia, yeah. It's like
that's where the wave comes.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking disgusting, Will.
I've been there.
It's a family fucking show.
Genevieve took me there last year, so
Yeah,
it's
she took you
the first time there. No, I've been to Acadia a bunch, but never seen Thunderhole. It was not on my high on my list.
You gotta wait for it.
Yeah, you gotta wait till it goes. Boom.
Acadia is a weird one. It's
Yeah.
like too gorgeous.
Well, my girlfriend pointed out a really good thing about Acadia. If you look at it from the map, is that it's like shaped like this, right? Like it looks like a scrotum.
Or saggy boobs.
Or saggy boobs, one's lower than the other. Yeah. But you know, if you think
Gravity
of
over
Acadia
time.
like a pair of nuts, then it kind
Oh,
of
it's Maine's nuts.
It's Maine's nuts.
It's kind of Maine's.
Oh, it
thing on
really
a-
is.
It's
thing on
Maine's
a-
gizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those are nuts.
Those are not. It's not a gizzard.
Yeah.
Those are
Wrong
nuts.
gizzard.
Clearly defined too.
Yeah.
The choice has been made. Let me see. Oh, those are
right up there.
nuts.
Oh yeah.
Those are nuts.
Those are
Yeah.
saggy nuts.
Another beautiful thing that Genevieve Herring pointed out to me about the world.
How'd you guys meet? She seems
We
like
actually-
a pretty badass chick.
She's a real badass chick. We met in sophomore year French class.
Oh, you've known her for a while.
Yeah. But
Interesting.
we didn't reconnect until splitboarding at Saddleback. She skis, but skin skis.
She does
We won't
half,
hold it against
half
her.
the process of split boarding.
Yeah, half of splitboarding is putting your board back together. When your fingers are free
Yeah.
to go.
How does that work? Actually, I've never looked at split boarding.
It's pretty cool. Like there's two notches at the tip and tail that are
Yeah.
like levers like that, and you just lock them into place on a pin. And then there's two like hooks like this, somewhere in the middle of the nose and the middle of
Yeah.
the tail, and you just kind of slide the two halves. One's the top and one's the bottom. They all
Yeah.
like that. And then once you lock in the tip and tail, it's pretty structurally sound.
Yeah.
Like they make split kits where you can cut a snowboard in half and turn it into a split board, and that will turn your pretty decent snowboard into a piece of shit.
We were actually talking about that on the last episode.
It gets too loose.
It does. Yeah.
So like a split board needs to be built from scratch, in my opinion, if you really want to rip and you
Yeah.
want
Well, if they're
fast.
built, you have an inner edge too, right?
Exactly. So
Which-
there's no edge when you actually
Yeah.
cut a board in half. So
Yeah.
you only have your outside edge, which is not your useful edge.
Right.
Actually, no. Well, you do swap them though. So your outside edge will be your inside edge when you're
Right.
skiing.
Yeah.
So then you.
But
do
you're
have
just
to use-
skinning at that point, right?
But you're only skinning going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is it's still added grip in a
No, you
bad
need it
situation.
in a lot of
right?
situations, especially
Yeah.
on like places like Mount Washington where it's like ice in some patches, and like you know you're going to be riding POW in 2 hours, but you got to get through this glade of shitty ice and rock
Yeah.
and all this other shit.
Yeah, and your skins don't wrap the edge anyway. so-
Sometimes we have ski crampons,
Yeah.
which are fucking spikes that sit on the outside.
Yeah, those
of
are
your
sweet.
Board. Those
Yeah.
are actually the most dope when you need them.
Yeah.
I don't own a pair yet, but my buddy Gus is like, you gotta get some to keep
Yeah.
up with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have regular crampons.
Yeah, I got the regular crampons.
Doesn't
so-
really help.
Yeah.
So have you done any backcountry stuff?
I mean,
Like I've obviously been out to stuff with you that I would consider like side country. But
yeah, just fucking around, but no like actual backcountry.
closest I've done is Saddleback, and
I would
it is
qualify
but
Saddleback
it's
as like entry level backcountry.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
yeah.
path up's clear. It's groomed.
There's still Abbey danger in some spots on a Saddleback.
Yeah.
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 And like I've been in spots like that, but never in like we went in some places out west, but not like your true like
Yeah.
I'm
Like the
slugging my
zone that
skis for
people
6
know for
hours.
sure is safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've been to a bunch of those too. That's like where people take all the risks because there's no risk.
Exactly.
But like ASI and Tahoe, and when you go over the pass near Bay in Colorado, that's
Like after Loveland Pass? or-
Loveland Pass itself.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of Abbey danger, and people were killed in Loveland Pass recently.
Yes, 6 in that one
fall, yeah.
yeah.
But like there are zones there that are pretty safe, and if you're actually
Yeah.
doing your homework, you can stay really safe there.
Yeah, and it was never for like a lack of wanting to do it. Like when I was out in Colorado, I was with my wife, and she had just started skiing, so wasn't
You don't want to
going.
take her out there.
No.
It'd be bad.
And other than that, it was like being out here. There wasn't really anything.
Yeah.
At some point, I do want to.
You have to scout for it out here. Like
Yeah.
you have to know that it's safe before the winter comes or the snow comes down. Usually,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you know.
And what we had talked about, I
I
think.
guess you probably do out west too, but
Yeah.
there's more snowfall out there, so you're just
A lot more.
Some of it you're just like I'm never gonna hit.
Yeah, and I think it was the last episode we were talking. It's like you might get a couple hundred yards above tree line out here, so it's really just it's glades.
Yep.
It's
But if we have a good section of glade that people have been maintaining, that's the thing.
Yeah,
It takes work to maintain glades.
Right.
Versus out there, you can just go through any trees.
Right.
Yeah,
I always
because they're
love
getting
the
5 feet of
clips where
snow.
There's like that much of a tree sticking
Yeah.
up, and they're just like bombing through them.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that here because, like you said, you gotta cut fucking trees. You gotta do all that.
A lot of people are doing it though. That Granite Mountain?
Granite Mountain Alliance.
Yeah, they're doing
and there's
a ton.
a group in Vermont doing the same thing.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes in line with all the bike stuff going
Yeah.
up about. Like it's the same type of mentality.
Absolutely.
Like I'll
a lot
spend
of those people are the same people too.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend 40 hours this summer cutting trail. You know.
That's awesome.
Do you have a time limit?
No, I was just seeing where we're at.
You just want to kick Will out?
This one's
No,
gonna
my
be a
wife
long
just
one.
told me, do not drink too much, just in case.
In case
Nice.
what?
She goes into labor and I gotta go to the hospital.
Are you guys at that point right now?
She's well, December 15th is the due date, but she's full term right now,
That's
so
close,
any day.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Just
she's
in
still
case.
working
Yeah. I feel like most people now, especially office jobs, are.
in
Yeah,
America.
it's not like a strenuous job.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an America thing though.
Fair.
They're like, nah, I don't. You seem fine.
Some cultures though, like, I don't know, a lot of Asian cultures, like they work a shit ton. Like they go to school year round.
Right.
The kids in Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of Asian
Why
countries
they're
anyway.
But they're,
dominating
like,
us and
college
everything.
educated by the end of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least our college.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't learn much in college.
Yeah.
What?
So-
You graduated, right?
Yeah,
I
let's
got it.
let's talk about this because
I
we
brought it
have
up on the last episode.
Oh, okay.
a quote
gave him-
unquote ski bum with an engineering degree.
Right.
And-
I like to tell people that you graduated from Worcester Polytech
Yep.
and then went pro snowboarding. I embellish a little bit on that edge.
There's a gap in there
But-
where I had to
I know, but
I
it's
had
a-
to earn the chops for the pro snowboarding part because I was barely
But it's a
competing
good-
when I left school.
It's a good. You should go to high schools and talk to kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, tell them to, you know what, fuck off after
Yeah.
college because you don't need to pay those loans.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Nah.
just
Yeah, but
paid mine.
you've also been. I mean, you took your degree and brought
I've applied it
Yeah.
in
into
some
your
cool,
passion.
in some
Yeah.
cool ways.
You weren't
through the
like-
ski snowboard industry, yeah.
Yeah.
So the first
The
chance,
potential for you to stay in this industry is very, very high. You know what I mean?
Well, and you're doing.
I think you have to want it if you're in my shoes. You have
Yeah.
to prefer this industry because there's a lot of better
Right.
offers out there.
Totally. Yeah.
Right out of school, I had an offer in Massachusetts for, I don't even remember what kind of company, but I was basically doing process engineering, and I
Okay.
was just like,
And what kind of engineering degree did you get?
I got design.
Design, okay.
So my concentration was in design, mechanical engineering. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I basically did a lot of CAD 3D modeling.
Yeah.
In school. I got to say I was into modeling, when I was, but not the good kind. The kind where you just sit behind a computer screen for like days and days.
Still pays.
Yeah, it pays if you go down that road, and there are a lot of cool opportunities that I could have had going that way.
Yeah.
But like I wanted to snowboard. I just spent 4 years in school, locked on the East Coast, and ever since I went to school, like day one, I was like, man, I could be spending this money to go out west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making a shot at it. And then it happened. Danny was like, yo, move out when you're done. And I was
Yep.
like, yep, I'm doing it. So I moved straight out to Tahoe. I saved up that summer after
Yeah.
I graduated and moved straight out to Tahoe. And
that Shreddy Times thing was the shit.
yeah,
That was
It really
so
was,
needed
yeah.
like that year. It was like,
it was awesome what Danny and Connor had already been doing, the year before with Silver Sereno and a couple other dudes, like not just a couple other dudes, like Trevor Jacob.
Yeah.
Like, big names in action sports, like doing really cool shit. Tim Humphries was in that group too.
yep.
And,
Well, and it wasn't an
and Niall
exclusive
Romanek.
group either.
No,
you know
it
what I
was
mean? There
very
was people. It was
inclusive.
just like, hey, you are cool and you can hang.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
it was just like if someone had something to contribute that was gnarly or crazy, like Mike Wilson, they brought him in.
That dude's crazy.
He's nuts.
That was the first like group of people that I saw something go viral for him.
Yep.
Before like viral existed, really, because
Yeah,
that Mike
'cause
Wilson flip was like everywhere.
when
It
Connor
was like on the
and
news.
Mike
Yeah.
did the truckee triple,
Yeah, yeah.
landing in this like 15-foot wide
Yeah.
hole from 60 feet up and doing 3 backflips. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah, the Tahoe
that was the
video.
first viral
Well, and
thing
then
I've
you
seen,
and then you look at his backlog of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I went through and I was like,
Yeah.
"Who's Mike
Crazy
Wilson?" And you're like,
skydiving shit.
"Yeah,
Oh yeah. Are you talking
shit.
the video into the river where
Into
like
the river.
people are floating
Yeah.
by? Yeah,
people are
that was
drinking beers and
stupid.
going by.
Yeah.
Like, he lands in like the smallest smallest window.
Oh, yeah.
Doing a triple backflip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very on it when he's on it.
He seemed it.
Yeah, and and they took it to the quad on DL Bliss and
Yep.
on Lake Tahoe, and that was
Yeah, that was
That
great.
was my first experience with Mike Wilson. I was on
Oh, you were there?
I was on GoPro duties for that shoot,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I had a camera at the bottom on tripod too. So I would go out and do the rigging with him every time he had to reset. He had to drop this 1/4-inch steel cable with like a bunch of wire nuts on it
Yeah.
and stuff to hold it in place, and rock anchors that he drilled himself in the rock. Like Mike is a fucking total badass. So he went out and drilled all these anchors and shit and set this cable system up. He had a tree stand for deer hunting up in a tree. That was where he launched from.
Yeah.
And he would drop. I would go out and drop the rope so that it would lower the connection point to where the cross rope was that lowered his actual swing rope to where he could reach it. And then once he could grab it, he tied on a longer rope and let that swing, and then I pulled that one back tight. And so if I didn't do my job right, the anchor could have come out and he could have died. So I was like, this is a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Had you just met him at that point? Or?
Just met him.
Yeah.
And Connor and Danny, who I've known for years but respected huge,
Right.
and like I
Yeah.
didn't know if I could hang with them yet.
That's the thing,
I was
they're-
trying to impress them. But
And they're so like
Yeah.
calculated
Oh,
that
yeah.
you're like, it should work. Like,
no,
just do your
everything-
job.
Everything I'd ever seen Connor and Danny do worked
Yeah.
Yeah.
this time, and it was awesome the way
Yeah.
they did it. And I was just over here messing up all the time. Like,
Yeah.
At least you had that engineering degree, though. Like, it's not a
So at
literature
least I-
degree. Like, you understood math and
Is that how you
physics.
got in? Be like, I have an engineering degree.
well, I got in because Danny riding with me. I don't know why. I was a little shit and I was angry all the time. But me and Danny clicked at a couple contests, mostly the main event series. And
Yeah.
we rode together a couple times, and it was just always fun. So
Right.
he was
'Cause
like,
they're
"Yo, if
originally
you're gonna
in
move out to
Hampshire."
Tahoe, just come live with us."
Yeah, yeah.
And I was basically the intern at Shreddy Times. And
Yep.
it was a really cool experience to be able to be there. My very first experience was shooting Mike Wilson doing a quad backflip
Right.
from 99 feet off the wall.
That was your first
That was
in Shreddy
week
times.
one.
Yeah.
When I got to Tahoe, me and Rob drove cross country in my shitty Jeep Wrangler that barely made it over the mountain.
4-cylinder.
4-cylinder, just about to fall apart.
Yeah.
And we crashed at our friend Skylar Thomas's house right when we got there. Rob got the call that he got a steam millwright job. After he committed to living there for the whole season, he got another millwright job. I can go take this and make a shit ton of money. Real
Yeah.
quick. So he flew back a week later after spending some time just hanging. Didn't even get to snowboard. And then Connor, me, and Danny signed a lease on a house in Tahoe City. And Moss Halliday and Ian Daly. Ian McLeod. So the five of us had a house together in Tahoe City, and it was...
Houses are nice out there too. You got to share them, but
Not-
everything's
Yeah.
nice.
This was
It's
way
dope.
before it got super duper expensive.
Yep.
Before
Yeah.
Vail bought North Star, that's when things really started
Right.
going crazy.
Well, it's one of the few mountains that actually has a rental market.
yeah.
Like most of the mountains, it's like good luck finding a place to stay here.
Yeah, Tahoe is a whole bunch of mountains.
Yeah.
There's 22 resorts, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a ton of villages in between them, basically.
Yeah,
Actually, I remember skiing with you out in
there, too.
Tahoe. Yeah, at the USASA
Oh, no.
at North Star.
With Troy,
No, I feel like you weren't out there.
No, I didn't.
No, at Boreal and
didn't Troy's dad take you guys out?
Troy's dad did. I thought you were out there that year.
USASA out in Colorado.
Out in Colorado. All right.
But I didn't. I only did the Nationals.
Okay.
I never did any other USASAs other than Maine.
No.
Or maybe New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
thought
still
you were
going
there.
on? Don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know they're doing it. I got asked to be a judge a couple of years ago, and
Yeah.
it never worked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they'll need some judges this year. I'm thinking about doing some judging for CVA for
Nice.
Yeah.
their contest this year.
Yep.
I know it needs to be better out here. Like the
We
fact
need to do
that I
something.
got to nationals,
Yeah.
says a lot about the. Like
I don't know, man. You're
get-
a pretty good skier.
No, yeah, but there was people at that point, and now that could just because when I got out there, it was like, oh fuck, these people are really good.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I felt with my first time in Colorado. I was like,
Yeah.
what am I doing here?
yeah.
But I still landed 20th in the 18 to 22 division.
Right.
when I was
Yeah.
out there. So I was like, there's just not that many people trying either.
Well, yeah.
That was a weird point in snow sports. It was still industry owned. It was still very core, but it was heading out of that.
Yeah, 2005, 2006.
I mean, Sunny Breeze was still
Yeah, yeah.
around. Do you know how much that place
Sunny
did for the
Breeze.
friggin' community around here?
Yeah,
I
it was
missed
the only
shit out of that
snowboard shop around.
And they
Yeah.
gave a fuck.
And they
Yeah.
I could
surfed
go
it.
there and just hang out, and they're
Yeah. They had all the rail jams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rail jam's out back.
Yeah. That place was dope.
I just keep thinking my life would be so much different. I may have gotten into surfing sooner if they had been around because I
Right.
bought my first wetsuit from Sunny Breeze. but
Yep.
like I never surfed. 'Cause
Yeah.
there was no culture. There was no one
Right.
around. And then like surf culture kind of blew up around here.
Right.
And I met a few friends who were doing it, and then they were like, "You gotta go do it."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you migrating that passion now from snowboarding into surfing?
Yeah. Like now, when a storm hits, it's like, oh shit, what do I do? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, that's when waves are happening and snow. at
yeah,
the
this
same time.
internal battle of
Have you hit?
Yeah.
Usually the snow is what you should chase first, because when the storm's moving out is when the waves get
Right.
better. 'Cause,
Okay.
Like it gets a little calmer, longer
Yeah, yeah.
period. But sometimes on the way in, the waves are just epic, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, fuck this snow. Dude, I'm
Yeah.
getting out there. I'm gonna get cold for a second.
Right. Have you hit up Black Mountain yet?
No.
I love
Black
that
Mountain's
place.
Maine, right?
Yeah.
Black Mountain, yeah, Rumford.
Not to blow up the spot, but we have like 30 viewers on a good week, so we're going to. Yeah. Thank you,
Keep it there.
It's only been 2 weeks.
dude. They don't know. They're only open
Go
Friday,
shred.
Saturday, and Sunday.
We don't want to live flying.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it got
$25 on Friday.
That's awesome.
yeah, it got expensive over the last few years. It used to be 15 all weekend, so it was 15 on Saturday, 15 on Sunday.
Damn.
Yeah, and like their vertical is actually
Yeah, it's like one
Pretty
peak
fucking
of
good.
Sunday River,
yeah,
and then they got a side country
yep,
that
I'm
I
there.
like.
I
It's
gotta
good
go ride
enough.
there.
It's
yeah,
cool.
good bar.
The other one I was going to ask you about is Camden Snowbowl.
Yeah, that's the first place. That's where I took snowboard lessons.
Really, I haven't been there.
When I was just a wee tyke.
I like the view.
The
Why
view
were
is
you-
amazing.
View's half the ride.
Why were you up there?
My aunt actually lives on Magundacook Lake. Still
Wait,
does.
is that party that we? Where was that?
No,
that we went to.
a party on Cobbessy.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. You've been out there too.
yeah. Yeah, that shit was a mess.
Advanced.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I only went out
that
there
still
once.
happens every year if you guys want to come in.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I got enough of that.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a fucking shit show.
It gets better sometimes.
Yeah.
It depends
Sure.
on the crew. Every year it's different.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a wild card.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
perfect
amazing.
size island.
Yeah, it's great. Well, we had to move islands recently. Because
Yeah, because that was uninhabited.
Is it
island.
sorry?
Yeah.
We found another uninhabited.
Sorry.
No, but like,
Yeah.
So someone who owned the island, like, you know, me and my group, like, we were always good about cleaning up our mess. Yeah, we'd have a fucking party. We'd be loud.
Yeah.
I even brought a generator and a sound system. We don't do that anymore, but we would always clean up our mess. And
Yeah.
a lot of people go camp at that island, which is called Grape Island on Cobbessy, and just not clean it up.
Yeah.
I remember showing up there some years and we'd be like, okay, first thing we do, clean up everybody else's mess.
Right.
Yeah.
Throw it in trash bags, get on the boat, get it out of here, and then set up our shit.
Yep.
Apparently the owner just got sick of that shit happening, so they put up a no trespassing sign.
Oh, there's somebody that actually owns it. It's
Somebody owns everything
not the town
around
or-
there.
yeah.
And so this other island, which is like, the story is we show up one year to go back to that island, and we see the signs. We're like, oh shit, we got a whole party in the boat.
Yeah.
What do we do? Oh, there's another island right there. We just took off and took over that island. And
Is it
that
bigger
one's-
or smaller?
That one's no joke called Dick Island.
Nice.
And we didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
We went and we're like, I wonder what the island was. And we went to, oh shit. It's so funny. So now we camp on Dick Island every year, which is bigger. It's twice the size. Dick Island's twice the size of Grape Island. I mean, we didn't see that coming. And it has 2 fire pits already on it. And some of the people who go ice fishing on Cobbessy build a shitter on there every year, but they don't clean that up, which is kind of lame. But other than that, it's a pretty sick island. And
Build a shitter though.
yeah, they build it. Like one year they made like styrofoam, and it was a huge mess. It was lame. But yeah, it's a cool island. There's a big party on it. We drink beer and climb trees and you do other questionable things.
Yep.
Everybody camps out, and dogs are welcome.
I need to get Ava on an island. She doesn't really like the water, but she's also
Yeah.
not controllable.
Might be stressful for her being on the boat, huh? Quincy's like that on
Maybe.
the boat. He's very stressed.
But dude, if you saw my dog and I was able to bring her to an island, where I could just be like, "Go."
Yeah.
You're
You're not going
anywhere.
You don't like the water. You're not swimming out of here.
Right.
So
Are you handing this over?
yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Whole thing.
That was a gift for dinner the other day.
It's
So
our parting gift
Faith's
for
got to
you.
get drunk.
Hold up. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
To the Lost Valley reunion.
Yeah.
I just went there the other day. and
Dude, it looks fucking. So I was at
How's
an
their
event.
beer?
I've had a couple of their beers, actually.
Their wit beer is not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there for a corporate event for work not long ago. Like the new deck is sweet, the patio is sweet.
That
like
fire
it looked,
pit?
yeah,
That fire pit's sick.
Yeah, it's all. I'm assuming it's well, no, it is custom because there was Lost Valley in it, and there was like
think it's
bears and
plasma
moose
cut.
like cut into it. It's
Nice.
yeah, it's fucking sweet. Yeah, they're really.
Scott's putting a lot of money into that place. He
Yeah.
rebuilt the entire silver lift.
Yeah, I was actually a little pissed about the colored lift too because it's not colored
not rainbow
anymore.
anymore,
Yeah,
no.
What is it?
it's blue.
Yeah, it's blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
But no, everything like it looks.
It's still
good.
rainbow lift to us.
Yeah. But even in the like we were there in the summer and like everything is clean and cut and it's really nice.
Wait,
Scott's
is it just
grabbing a
lift?
tight ship.
Is it
Yeah.
lift 1 and lift 2 now?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always been lift 1, lift 2. but-
Yeah.
Name them. If you're gonna take away rainbow lift and silver lift, name them.
What do they name them?
Lift 1 and lift 2.
Yeah. I think-
Muskrat and
And beaver.
Yeah.
The whole mountain's named after rodents, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Squirrel,
yeah.
and big
Except
buck.
the old mountain, yeah.
Yeah, big buck and bobcat.
yeah, you
Yeah.
always had to poach those back in the day.
Yeah. But now they're like actually opening up what
They expanded the whole left side.
Right.
Yeah, like what
It was
was
always stupid that it
suicide
wasn't
and
open.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like back in the
Hard to
day.
maintain.
Yeah.
You
Is
have
it?
to have a winch cat to maintain the steep
Oh, it's
one.
steep enough?
Oh, it's.
A
Have
couple
you ever
of
ridden
those
that?
trails are real steep.
Yeah, but back in the day, I didn't really pay attention.
It's
oh,
like-
I definitely need a winch for this one.
Yeah, it's
I was just like,
it's fucking steep.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, like, Josh Lempert got his start there, grooming there in Dudley Park, and he's still going there all
Yeah.
the time with Piston Bully now. So
yeah.
he's bringing.
Isn't he
Piston
running
Bully.
that out of there then?
He wanted to have Piston Bully's new facility in Maine
Yep.
be right there at Lost Valley, but it didn't work out.
Oh, it
Yeah.
didn't work out?
No, but they do have a facility right in Lewiston, I think.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
where-
down that industrial park. Yeah.
And you'll see it all the time. Like down in Portland, you'll see the shipping containers
Yeah.
offloading their snowcats, brand new Piston Bully 600s
Yeah.
and 1000s coming off, and just these massive things.
And
They're all going to
didn't
Josh.
he win like what is that park contest? Like where it's builders that
Oh, Cutter's Camp.
is it?
Yeah, it's Cutter Camp is like an instructional thing for like the new processes, the new equipment, and the new styles of
Yeah.
park building.
No, that's not what I was thinking. It was something
Oh.
like it was in Vermont at one point, and then in Colorado, where like park builders would come out and like build sections of park.
Oh, okay. Like
I don't
Super
think I've
Park.
seen this.
Not quite Super Park.
No, I'll have to find it.
I always found that fascinating about when I got into snowboarding is like the engineering hadn't caught up with the skill yet.
No, it
Like
has.
they were just building jumps. Like I don't fucking know. The guy hit an 80-footer last month, like at 10 feet.
Yeah.
You know,
Now it's calculated.
it is. It's like
Charles Beckett.
it's almost to a point. It's too calculated because you look at a lot of parks and they just look the same.
That's true.
Yeah,
But some of those things, like, you don't want to mess with, like,
The
Right.
speed to a jump.
Right.
Like,
Especially
Yeah,
when it's like
yeah.
anybody go do it. It's
Yeah.
not like, hey, this is pros only.
it's good when they're consistent because, like, these, especially like these top level athletes that are going around the world competing. Like,
Right.
I did a few international contests in my day, and I
Yeah, you went to Australia at one point, didn't you?
went to Australia 3 times,
Okay.
and I went to Chile, and I competed in Austria and Canada. And in all those contests, I was thankful to have someone who knew what the hell they were doing
Yeah, yeah.
building the jump.
Yeah.
Because you don't get a ton of time to practice like the locals do. And
no, and hitting an 80-foot step down, like if it's different, like
Yeah.
you can really fuck yourself
Right.
up.
You could
like,
die.
yeah,
Google Simon Dumont crash.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
That
consistency
one
is
where he just
key in it.
misses it.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Click pause and watch Simon Dumont break his pelvis in 3 places.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah. And then watch Tanner Hall hit Chad's gap.
my ankles.
into the
Yeah,
Ankles are broken. It's his ankles. They're both broken. That shit was so. I was talking about.
Dude, do you
that
know how
today.
meme
that's
maybe that
fucking
would have
crazy.
been?
Yeah.
If that
would've
happened
been a meme
nowadays?
way back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then it'd just be like his yada yada.
Yeah.
Would be the meme. And just a picture of Simon Dumont. Like,
Do you follow him?
not really.
His
he
photography
has-
is awesome.
He's been getting good at photography. Nice.
Yeah. He like
he's a cool dude, man.
He used to be
Depends
kind
who
of
you
a
ask.
hothead back in
Yeah.
the day. I know
Sometimes, yeah.
He's got a rep with a few people I know.
Right.
I've never had personal interactions with him other than the park at Sunday River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played
And-
horse with him for like an hour and a half at Sunny River when Whoville was like actually
A little park.
yeah, when it was
The kid
cool.
park, yeah.
Yeah. And he was cool then. I remember going down like right as you get off the South Ridge lift, there's like one big bump and like him just throwing front flips every time that
Yep.
we get off. But he was cool. I know a lot of people have some shit with him, but
Yeah, the one thing I'll
He's
say
also
about
20 years removed from those decisions too.
that's true.
yeah, at this point he was probably
Right.
25, and
He doesn't hold the world record anymore, thanks to 9 nights either.
yeah,
Of what?
The biggest air off of
The quarter
yeah,
pipe.
Quarter pipe.
Yeah.
air.
Yeah,
I love that competition.
9 nights.
Just the
9 nights is
engineering of it. You look at what,
sculpture.
yeah, you're like,
dude,
It's so
that jump is
how long do
fucking
they
sketchy.
take on that?
huh?
How long do they take on that?
Oh, I don't know, like 6 weeks maybe of prep and
Is it?
Yeah.
execution. It's a lot.
Do you have to get invited to that?
Yeah, 9.
Like you couldn't go to it,
9
right?
men and 9 women.
Oh, is it?
That's it.
That's what it is.
yeah,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
it's- Audi sponsors the whole thing. Audi's big in sponsoring things over there for action sports.
Yeah.
They're doing way better
Well, ski
out
culture
there.
goes directly in with Audi.
Yeah.
Like you go to a resort over there, it's probably mostly
Unals.
Audis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite profiles to look at.
He's cool.
For like, man, you're living the life.
Yeah.
Because Audi just gives him whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
The thing I'll say for going back though is to Simon Dumont is he actually got Sunday River to hire someone to build a really good jump one year, and that was
Yeah.
one of the
Right.
best 80-foot jump. That's probably the best jump I've ever hit on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Was that when they
Well,
were
then
doing
they-
the, what was it called?
That
This Dumont Invitational.
Yeah.
It was
That
the
did a lot
second
for-
year or the first year they did it was
Yeah.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, the springtime.
And they consistently had locals at that. It wasn't like a cool kid camp necessarily.
It was like it
You know,
was
like
the
that Curtis kid
up-and-comers
always-
from all
Right.
over the country would
Right.
come to that
yeah.
contest.
Right.
Yeah, I remember Shay going there and
Right.
all kinds of people that we actually knew.
Right.
And that specific jump was like a big window for me because like after they were all done with it, Red Bull's got all this branding on it still.
Yeah.
And they had hired Brian to shoot the contest. And
Yeah.
my friend Brian Nevins just was like, "Will, we need a snowboarder to come hit this." And Transworld wants a photo of this jump in their magazine for the Sunday River checkout. And I was
Nice.
like, "Shit!" I had just taken the worst wreck of the season
Ooh.
at Mount Snow like the week before, and my ribs were bruised.
Yep.
So I was like, I woke up at like 6 a.m. and took a really hot shower, like just boiled,
Showtime,
my,
Will.
boiled
Yeah.
my back, and then put a big old icy hot patch on there, and I grit my teeth, and I hit the jump like 6 times.
Yeah.
and we got the shot.
It was spring
Hitting
too?
it?
What?
Was spring?
Yeah, it was like right after the Simon Dumont Invitational.
Yeah, so I got 6 months to heal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
A lot of partying.
yeah.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't do anything healthy back when I was that
Right.
age. That's for sure.
Oh, fuck no.
Did you ever come to the house in Gilead?
And Gilead, where's Gilead?
Sunday River? It
yeah.
was a shit show. Is it
Like Sunday River to Gorham. New
My
Hampshire.
intention was the Shreddy Times house of here, but
Yeah.
It was not.
it was not. There was some Shreddy Times going on
Yeah,
there, but
Some things were being shred.
I'll have to tell you a story after we
Mike's
get off
favorite
this.
story.
Oh, it's
This is
a
an
great
on-air
story. It's,
story.
yeah. And that's saying something for this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Because we set the bar pretty low.
Yeah.
we got a lot of low barred stories.
Yeah.
What else do we have to talk about?
What about like your next 5 years?
Next
What
5
do you-
years,
yeah.
I want to take Tow Pro International and go all around the world. Get every resort a Tow Pro. Because it's
Yeah.
like the price of a used car. Why don't they have one?
So is this like the Tow Pro? Is it only for features or is it to get back uphill?
It can be for whatever you need it for. I think the biggest applications that are going to make the most sense are ski teams who need a short access race course,
Yeah.
shows and entertainment, which need private lift system,
Yeah.
which is what we developed the system for during the Sam Adams Air and Après.
That was
I
fucking
saw. Oh
dope.
no, that's the last place I saw you.
Oh, Sunday River one?
No,
that's right.
at Cranmore.
At Cranmore. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
The-
right. That's
yeah.
right. Okay. So Sam Adams Air and Après, we developed this system to like just to get the athletes up the hill fast
Yeah.
enough to do the show. The
Because
show
it was
we
at
wanted.
night. Everything had.
Yep.
Dude, that
So if
fucking
the
show was
resort
crazy.
could shut
Yeah.
down, it was a cheaper event to run.
Oh, it didn't even have anything to do with that. They would have run the lift for us if we asked.
Gotcha.
It was the fact that the lift takes 15 minutes round trip.
Gotcha. Because you're going
Yeah,
way
you gotta
higher
get-
than you need.
So we're like, we need to be up top in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we did it. We made a thing that got us up to the top. 13 miles an hour was this top speed.
What are you up to now?
Well, we could go faster if we want, but nobody wants to go that fast.
No, uphill. That's fucking quick.
Especially not hitting
Losing.
anything. Are,
Yeah.
are you 2 feet in?
Legit, if you set our 5 to 7 person lift up on the super pipe at Copper, you would have a line at the top of the super pipe.
Really?
You couldn't fit enough people in the pipe, then you could get up the lift.
Jeez.
That's crazy. So you're bringing? Are you saying you're bringing half pipes back to the East Coast?
Well, not.
You found the cure
mean,
to the bottleneck?
It doesn't change what the need for half pipes. I don't think.
Why isn't there one in Maine?
Well, there was.
Yeah,
And then
Sugarloaf.
got
Sugarloaf had a super pipe.
Do you know how fun it was the season that they just decided not to do the super
because
pipe?
you could air that shit.
Powder and shit.
But Loon still has one every year, an 18-foot pipe.
I still haven't been to Loon.
And
Dude, it's a good spot.
this rope tow maybe will bring more interest, and maybe that will stimulate the half pipe interest on the East Coast. But going from there, the lift can go on a race course for slalom racers, or even GS. We can go up to 1,400 feet of distance. And even more, I just haven't tested more.
Right.
So you're pretty much like a cheaper, easier alternative to the old T-bars.
Yeah.
Do you see
Like where it would span these short distances.
Surface lifts have been around forever. This is nothing new.
So,
What's new is that we're portable. You can set this system up. We did it in 30 minutes at Lost Valley the other day. It's set up and running.
So like Portland could buy one for the rail park.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
that's another avenue of this is municipalities.
You could do pop-up parks anywhere with this. Like you could set this up if you have a mountain that owns one in the summertime, they can set it up for rail jams. You can get shorter rope, whatever length rope they want to put on there, and you can run it for a rail jam distance. You can run it for a pond skim in the springtime. They can run it for the airbag in the summertime at Waterville.
Yeah.
They could run it for mountain bike park even, because mountain bikers can hold their handlebars one hand. And grab the rope with the other hand.
The good ones.
Yeah, it's not.
It's hard.
Really.
But like I'm thinking our old rail jams like years ago, like this
Which
would have
don't
been
happen anymore.
No, that would have been fucking sweet. Like,
Yeah, it would have changed the game.
Not that it's hard to walk up 200 feet, but when you were skiing for 6 hours, it's.
I think I
It's
would
a
rather.
It makes it so you can change that 200 to like 600. So
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Like
You
you
can
got
do
2 or
real
3
lines.
runs.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
6 features,
Right,
and
that's
like you're
what
not getting beat up.
Who did that recently? Woodward at
Copper?
out west. No, not Copper. I think in Utah. They're doing Woodward at Park City now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Did a 4-rail line for their beginning season rail jam, which is
That's fucking sweet.
dope.
yeah. No, it was Killington. Woodward at Killington.
Yeah. Yeah, now
Okay.
one
I didn't know
flat
they were
bar.
at Killington.
They just did this year. I think they just opened.
Nice. How do you
Wait.
feel about them?
I think Woodward's a really cool thing. I'm actually a Woodward alum. I went there
Same.
back in Pennsylvania days when it was just
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, and I was.
I couldn't go there, so I
was
don't
on
like
the
them.
little the 8-wheeled 4 on each foot. What do you call those things again?
There's a term for them, but I don't.
Rollerblade.
Yeah, I wasn't going to use
What,
the term that it was coming to mind.
What year were you there?
It's out there. I was there in 2002 and 2001.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I was there in 2001.
Damn.
Yeah.
The mystery.
Mike threw, Mike threw a stick in front of you and called you a fool.
Skateboarding.
Fucking fruit booter.
And the fucking the weirdness of it, you became a skier.
Yeah.
I was a snowboarder.
Yeah, that place was fucking awesome.
I'm gonna out a few pro snowboarders, so I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
Mikey LeBlanc was a rollerblader,
Yeah.
and Brendan Rigo was a rollerblader. So I'm not alone.
Who?
Brendan Rigo.
I haven't heard
He's
of any
still
either.
currently a pro snowboarder, so
Who's
he's
Will
actually
Mayo?
more important than me or Mikey LeBlanc.
Yeah. Yeah, that place was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Woodward was sick. Honestly, one of the coolest places I ever went to as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
2
I
weeks?
wanted to go so bad.
I went 2 weeks.
Yeah,
for years.
same. Yeah.
That was pretty
I think it
cool.
would have been a waste of money for me.
It was not
If
cheap.
they had the film thing, it would have been like the best thing ever.
Yeah,
for me.
because there were people there
Dude,
doing that, but they were
right.
like employees.
Right.
And they had
Yeah.
a little workshop for film and photo
Right.
for the kids.
But they didn't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Ty Evans coming in with
No,
like
no.
8K cameras and dollies. Have you
Yeah.
seen what he brings to Woodward?
No.
Dude, he brings everything to Woodward.
That's sick.
And he's like, "Here, kid."
Yeah.
Yeah, play
And they're
with my
yeah,
shit.
he's got like 20 grand on a skateboard, just like
Don't drop it.
It's all insured.
I mean, I'm insured, so yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
drop it.
But
Actually,
he
I want
brings
to do
the
one.
van, like
Oh, yeah.
they have
cool.
drone classes. Like this next generation of people are gonna be
They have the technology on their side.
I still have
well in the
photos.
training facilities.
They're
and
the ones who are going to get to snowboard on Mars.
How many kickflips do you think you can do on Mars?
I don't know, but have you seen the guy landing the 7 kickflip thing?
Holy
No.
shit.
have you
I
seen
did a
how
triple.
young kids
That
are doing
was-
900s now?
Yeah, on
On
you seen the
skateboards?
guy who landed
Yeah.
1260 at
It's
the
just
Games
like
this year.
If you're not doing them at like 12, 13,
Oh, yeah. You're like,
get off the
you're
mega
out.
ramp. What kids are the
Well, I mean-
13s on a mega ramp?
Look at Red Gerard. He was doing the triple cork at age
Right.
16 or 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
the
you
new
don't
standard.
necessarily keep it,
Yuki
right?
Kadano.
Once you get bigger, you might.
Yeah.
That's true. You gotta keep your weight down.
Right.
Yeah. But they had easy ways to drop into those at Woodward back in the day too. I don't know if they still do, but I don't know if you remember
The foam pit with the mega roll in.
that. And no, they had half pipes that were all staged from like
I've seen
3 foot to like 16 feet
Yeah.
with harnesses, so you could drop in, and if you fucked up, it would just pull you right
have
in.
those harnesses when I was
No?
there. I just
No.
landed on my face.
Yeah, it was
Exhibit A.
That's why it looks like this.
right next to the concrete bowl in the entrance. There was
Yeah.
a shed right back there that had
wow.
it. That place, I would love
I wonder
to
how
go
much of
back.
that they look at now that they have like legit engineers working for them, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
that wasn't figured out.
No, we just guessed it.
Yeah.
Glad no kids died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them did, but we just put them in the foam pit. Yeah, nobody asked, so we're cool.
Yeah, the foam pits, the resi pits. Like,
I realized it when I went out west. Like I was shooting BMX out there for a little bit, and it was
Yeah.
my first time like dealing with pros.
2-hip bikes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the first thing was like how calculated pros are. Like you go out with your friends and hit rails and you might get a shot or two. You go out with pros and hit rails and you're getting like 10 shots in
It's
a
a
day.
business.
Yeah, it's wild.
yeah, the skill level isn't always like the disparity.
You can ask them to do small changes to what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah.
Well, that's a big thing. Like the disparity between skill level from like a good amateur and a
Yeah.
good pro isn't that much. It's like the planning, the preparation, how
It's
calculated
it's
they
the
are.
mentality
Oh yeah.
going into it. It's
Yeah.
like welding, 90% prep. Surfing,
Yeah.
Right.
90% prep. It's just
Right.
you got to do your homework beforehand, and that's like, that was a huge learning curve in snowboarding for me. I don't know if you guys dealt with that in anything else, but like for me in snowboarding, I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, if I can land this trick, I can,
Yeah.
I can be pro.
Yeah.
but no.
No.
I never went that avenue. That's why I picked up a camera. You guys
Yeah.
were hitting stuff that I did not want to hit.
There's
So
the
it's
same
like,
thing in the camera world too, though. It's like I figured, like, oh, if I can get this shot,
Right.
then I'll get hired.
Yeah.
No,
No.
right.
I have that shot, and I have 10,000 like it. And
Yeah.
I'm still not hired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you look at the way that some industries have shifted, and you're like, I have the content. Like, you look, Austin Keen's a prime example.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck the sponsor. Let's put out the
True.
content until the sponsors are like, can I put my ad
I
on
love
that?
seeing those
Yeah.
success stories. Like Casey Willeck's a big one right now.
Yep.
Like he did it without any help. He just did it on his own. And like he's had a couple sponsors that have been with him all the time, like Candy Grind, which we're on the team together. And I've known Casey since we both started on the team.
Yep.
And to see the path he's taken versus what I did, like he's just been grinding constantly at one thing. Where
Right.
I've tried 6 things and failed and tried
Right.
and failed. He's just been doing like, no, I just need to do the vlog
Yeah.
Right.
and grind at the vlog.
Right.
And now he has this fucking 50,000 people following him,
Right.
and he's making money off of YouTube and convincing people to fly him out to places and do cool shit all the time. And it's fucking sick to see like
Yeah.
he's earned that every step of the way.
Right.
And he's like promoting like healthy eating and healthy lifestyle.
Yep.
It's really cool to see.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do with this. Like, if we stick to one a week at least,
Let's do it.
you know what I mean? Like, it's a platform for us to talk out things that are fun like this, but also, like, I am going to a CMP thing next week because I want to know facts on both sides. I don't trust
Yeah.
the people saying no.
Do
And I
it.
definitely don't trust the people that are like, hey, I want to put high tension lines through your fucking
Yeah.
woods. But I don't know enough on either side, so
Well, you got to go see it for yourself. You got to learn
exactly.
firsthand.
And in this social media world, like, we just see the antis.
Yeah. Well, we
Everything
see-
is I don't agree with.
We see like a bunch of people we trust that we follow,
Right.
and we see their opinion, and then you just kind of get locked into what you see from based on who you selected to follow, which is
Right.
a weird
Way to-
algorithm to set for yourself. Like,
Yeah. To go through the world. You're literally allowing yourself to go through the world through this algorithm.
yeah. So
Like-
I would advocate following people who you don't necessarily like,
Right.
but like you trust that they're gathering information at
Yeah,
least.
Right.
I would advocate for going out and figuring things out for yourself too. I
Right.
think that's really cool.
And I don't know if I brought it up on the show yet, but like I was going to the Poland town meetings for their marijuana stuff, and it was so eye-opening, like how much you get into politics on that base level. Like fuck the federal government.
Yeah.
Not fuck. You know what I mean? Like
I mean,
fuck
fuck the
them,
feds.
but
Fuck them.
yeah, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. But on that local level, literally in a town, like what you want to happen if you are showing up and vocalizing your opinion, it's heard.
Oh, it's the only true platform to inspire change now.
Yeah.
Like it.
And if you do it in your town, try and progress it into the state.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you do it in the state and you're crushing it at whatever you're doing, then
Yeah.
maybe you bring it to the federal government.
Yeah.
But like when I saw that the federal government got the marijuana stuff through the committee, everybody's like, yeah. I'm like, I haven't even read it, and I know it's gonna. This sucks.
It's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah, this isn't a legalization. I guarantee it. I still haven't read it, but it's not.
It's baby steps though. Like,
Yeah,
for
but if
Massachusetts, it went so quick. In Canada, it went super quick. But like
Right.
in Maine, it's just a totally different dynamic because we have two really different.
Well, I'm talking about the
populations in
federal
Maine.
government one that just went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when they put that through, that makes like what else have they regulated well? You know, I'd rather a bunch of states be legal and the federal government be like, personally.
Yeah, I'm on board with that too because I think there's a lot of industry that's surviving on the fact that half the country is one way and the other half is
Right.
not.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that industry would flop if it all went one way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, just with the weed, I mean, I've been pretty close with the weed industry. I know you've dabbled in it a little bit too, but like the amount of people that have seen it get back into farming is insane.
That's good.
Like it's such a
Grow
good thing.
local.
I never would have got into that if I
Doesn't
didn't
matter
get
what
into
it is that you're growing, but grow
Right.
local is always
Yep.
good.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Right. So if there's a renaissance of farming that comes out of that type of stuff, and hemp, like we had talked about earlier, like
I think everybody should grow their own vegetables and their own weed
it's
and brew their
tougher
own beer if
than
they
you
can.
think too to like
It's even
dial
tougher
it
to
in.
get it local. Like we've talked
Right.
about this before.
Yeah.
Like I did a dinner a few weeks ago for some coworkers and tried to source everything locally. It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like it.
There's a couple good farms in this region.
Yeah.
But they don't have everything you need either.
No.
Yeah.
Well, and the season matters. Like that's what Mike
yeah.
kind of ran into. Is he just tried doing a local dinner? In
Well,
would your thing finally go off?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what true silence.
Yeah.
I thought I just couldn't hear it before.
No. Yeah. No. It's really fucking hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in June, July, you would have had a totally different.
Produce wise, yeah.
Right.
But you still break it down to like spices and stuff like that. Like a lot of respect for people that did it 150 years ago. Like,
Right,
Either
yeah.
their food sucked,
well,
or
they grew the right things at the right time that they could.
Yeah.
And then preserved.
In the harsh months, they had
Yeah.
shit that held on for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of my point too with the hardness of farming. Is it's not like when you have food security, it's easy.
Yeah.
If you don't have food security, farming is fucking tough.
It's true, but if you look at it from the grandest perspective, I think you'll see food security as one of our biggest downfalls. It's like once we had
100%.
food security is when we started destroying the planet.
Right. Right.
Can't disagree with
Totalitarian
that.
agriculture is what
Yeah.
it's called.
I see more people that do home farming though throw stuff away because it all comes in at once and you're like, I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Like I got 100 tomatoes right now, and if everybody's doing it, then your neighbor doesn't want tomatoes.
Yeah. And
They
like
got 100 tomatoes.
preserving it takes time. Like I tried to do this stuff for my in-laws garden, and it's a fucking hassle. Like it really is. Like, all right, I'm gonna can all these tomatoes, but that's a day of my time
Right.
Yeah.
to do all of this. Like,
I couldn't
there's
imagine.
88 cents at the fucking store. Like, convenience is a really big downfall.
Your
of that.
time is also worth a lot. People
Yeah.
should value their time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think, like, how cheap they can make a can of tomatoes. Or
Oh, yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. Dude, like corned beef hash. Like that was a cow.
Doing
It's a cow in a can.
Fucking corned beef hash
That's
out
what
of
I'm
a
having
can.
for dinner
Uh,
tonight.
I gave up all red meat and pork.
What?
Gave it all up 2 years ago.
Pescapolitarian. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Words.
Yeah.
Fish and birds
Yeah.
Fish and birds.
and vegetables.
What do you think? Are you gonna have birds? You gonna raise birds? At one
I'd
point?
like to have chickens.
Yeah.
And maybe turkeys someday.
Nice.
My girlfriend's mom has turkeys, and they look fucking intense. So I'm gonna wait till I get
Chickens are intimidating until they're not.
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Exactly. I feel like I can get over that hurdle.
Yeah.
But turkeys is another level.
Yeah.
But you do feel better. Like, so my wife and I have done this, like, try to go back and forth with vegetarian for like 4 or 5 days out of the week, and you feel so much better.
It took me a while to
Yeah.
get to the point where I felt better. And I was
Yeah.
just like, I know it's gonna work.
Oh, yeah.
Like giving up red meat initially, you're tired
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
and you don't have the drive you
Yeah.
had. But like from an instant drive. From
Yeah. Once you crest that.
Yeah,
it's-
but once you're over that after a couple of weeks, you're just like, oh, I actually wake up without coffee,
yeah.
and I do things. I mean, I'm still drinking coffee like a fuck ton now, but when I first quit, I didn't drink any coffee.
Yep.
And that's another thing I want to kind of cut back is coffee. But like right now, like
Love coffee.
coffee is really the only dietary vice I think I have. That and
Yeah.
ice cream. And
And
no,
bourbon.
this is actually good for you.
Yeah.
Keeps me from choking a bitch.
I don't advocate violence towards women. But I do get angry.
2019, Will. Anybody can be a bitch.
It's true. It's true. Sorry.
Telling all your sponsors.
So how long you say you've cut out red meat?
I've got what?
Cut out red meat? How
Oh,
long?
2 years now.
Oh,
with
yeah.
No, I mean, I quit bacon.
That's a hard one.
Bacon was like when I quit pork.
Yeah, turkey
Yeah.
So
bacon.
I quit steak
That fucking
almost
sucks.
3 years ago.
Turkey
Yeah.
bacon is not bad.
No, it's terrible.
Turkey bacon's fine.
What's
it's
the difference between turkey bacon and bacon, Mike?
It
Bacon,
tastes
bacon.
terrible. A.
Bacon comes from pigs.
No.
That's the big difference. And it's the amount of energy it takes to raise a pig versus the amount of energy it takes
No,
to
I mean,
raise a turkey.
taste-wise.
That was the biggest factor for me.
I'm on your side, bro.
No, that's just I'm just
I'm
explaining
against
my factors.
Mike right now. This battle is with Mike. I like turkey bacon.
I mean, if we're
I
gonna
don't
talk
like the
about
taste
like
of turkey bacon. Let's
yeah.
be real about this. Bacon tastes fucking great. But I just don't eat it anymore.
Yeah. As far as sustainability, it's really crickets, man.
Have you
That is-
eaten crickets?
Yeah.
Is it in your cupboard?
Like,
You've been at this is a second
No, it's not-
episode
it's
you've
not-
advocating for crickets.
it's not in my
If
cupboard
you're not
right now.
practicing cricket,
Yeah.
I will try a cricket.
But as far as
Deep
like,
fried, I'll try anything.
get us some for the show.
I will.
We'll eat them on air.
I will come back
Yeah.
for the cricket
Yeah,
taste test.
Will's coming back for the cricket taste test.
As far as like growing
Get like
per
10
pound.
different types. We'll do
Yeah.
hot ones crickets.
Well,
Hot one
no.
crickets.
Hot one
Have
crickets.
you seen that?
I've seen hot
It's
ones.
dope.
He has all the best guests.
He does.
You guys need to step up because
Yeah.
this is where you're at. Like,
Baby steps, bro.
It's a good second guess.
We figured you'd shit talk
Look, I'm
Simon
saying if you
Dumont.
can get
and
Shia
then,
LaBeouf eating spicy crickets until he cries, then your show's gonna take off.
he's on the list.
I'll Instagram him now.
Yeah. Tony Hawk's coming on next week.
I don't have Instagram.
You know what came
but-
up? I was at Flowfold for a meeting discussing like what we could do for this old leather wallet video.
Yeah.
Top
They should
secret coming up.
sponsor a podcast.
I was
called
thinking-
Living Vacationland. We have,
Nailed
we
it.
have, we have 30 views
I'm gonna
per
pitch it.
episode.
I'm gonna pitch it.
Attention, Flowfold. We get 30 views per. People, start watching the show.
people, if you watch the show, then
If you watch the show, I
we
get
get
money.
sponsors,
I
and
get
then we can
money.
make the show cooler.
I get naughty. I get naughty. I mean, you can listen.
Yeah.
Make my dreams come true.
Make my dreams come true.
So
Anyway,
yeah, old
so-
school leather
so,
wallet. Weather.
we pitched the
It's a
idea.
hard one to say.
We pitched the idea of getting Jason Alexander to do a commercial, and the CEO was like, "Yeah, let's do it." I'm like, now I gotta contact Jason Alexander.
Would you find him on Cameo?
You know, like from Seinfeld, where he's like got the thick George Costanza.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
Costanza
yeah.
wallet. It's like this fucking thick.
You think you could get him?
I don't know, man. What
What's
is he
his
doing
IMDb
these
look?
days?
Yeah, right.
We're
Man, just
working
looking
on
for
it.
All
some-
I'm thinking is if he can pull a recall back to his character on Seinfeld, then he's
Yeah.
stoked. And then like we're
I don't think
marketing.
so.
Get some free shit out of
Do you
it.
need a
yeah.
wallet that's this thick,
don't-
or do you need a wallet that works?
I don't.
Actually, I really do love their
Do you know
products.
how much
like-
that's going to cost
Yeah.
this guy?
Just to be clear, Flowfold
He
is
clearly
not
doesn't
sponsored
want to be
this.
George anymore. We got to get a TV up here so we can bring shit up.
What we need is like a visual aid to go with the podcast for
Right.
those who are watching and not just listening.
Right.
And then
can't
for
block
those who
it.
are listening, we can describe it, which is always fun.
You can't block the gear room though.
That's true. You have an impressive gear closet.
Thanks.
I mean, we could have it.
That was the one stipulation that actually both my wife and I had.
The
Like,
gear,
we needed
gear's got to be showed off.
Yeah.
Do something with this because you guys aren't using it with a pregnant belly.
No.
Mike wanted to do the show in the wood shop next door, and then we came in here, and he was like, "We could do it here." I'm like, "It's about fucking adventure.
Yeah.
Like this is a fucking awesome
Yeah.
backdrop."
What adventures do you have planned for this year?
Oh, that's a good question. I already know, so I'm gonna take this.
Oh,
How do you know? I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah. How does he know?
That's I don't care.
I'm just lying.
I think Mike is the one who has to answer that question for you.
Yeah, where am I going, Mike? You said you were sending me like chili. Mike asked me a question on the first episode
was
where if somebody was going to buy you a ticket,
Ooh,
where would you go? But I think
What'd you
had
say?
I think I had a better response question. Where would you send somebody?
If you could give them money to
Yeah.
go anywhere,
Like,
you
here's
had
a
to
ticket,
force
get the
them,
fuck on
I
the
have to
plane.
force you to go somewhere and record video content.
Right.
All right.
Which is a good
I would send you, and we're basing off places we've been to because we know,
Right.
right? So it's
I
like
told Mike Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz is a sick place.
It is.
I would send you to Australia, and I would line you up with all the people I know in Australia who are all fucking crazy Australians. They're all snowboarders or surfers or some level of crazy like that, and they're just nuts, and I love them. They're my favorite, like culture that I've visited.
Yep.
They're just insane.
It's like close enough. That was actually one of my stipulations to Mike. I was like, I don't want to go anywhere that they don't speak English.
I love
feel
Australia.
so out of my element not being able to be like, hey, I get diarrhea. Where's the bathroom?
Where do I shit?
Yeah.
No, but like Australians would be like, oh, fucking over there, right?
That's the kangaroo.
Yeah, anywhere you want, really. No, but like even if they spoke a different language in Australia, I would learn it so I could go hang out with those fuckers.
Would you?
Yeah, because they're that fucking awesome. They're just,
that's a
I
good
don't know.
answer.
I'm this certain type of person or whatever.
Yep.
And I feel like I belong there. Like I was
Yeah, I think I
Australian in
could
a
hang
previous
there.
life or something. you
I
know?
always liked the Australian surf content.
Yep. Yeah.
Looking at it in magazines,
Yep.
I was like, they're just
Australian snowboarders there's a few of them. They're not a ton
Right.
of them, but Australian snowboarders are hilarious and awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
committed.
And Charles Beckinsale
Yep.
is, I believe, Australian native, and he's going all around the world building some of the best jumps in snowboarding.
Nice.
Pretty awesome. He goes to all the big contests.
That's sweet.
Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know where I'd send you. You've been fucking everywhere I'd send you, I think.
no, I haven't.
My initial answer was I would go to Alaska or Whistler.
Send me to Alaska.
Yeah.
Oh, we had this conversation.
That's
once,
where I
like,
went. I didn't know what to answer. I know what to answer now for your question. But
like, where would you send somebody?
yeah. Will would send me to Australia.
Where would you send me?
So you did some time in Australia, Austria, Iceland.
Yep.
Are we talking
Indonesia.
Chile?
Indonesia from Chile, a purely snowboarding standpoint, or
Iraq.
just
No, I would say include surfing and videography and photography.
Africa then? Spend no
I've been
time
to
there?
Africa, too.
Have you? Yeah, where at?
I went to Cape
You went
Town.
there during school,
Cape Town,
right?
yeah.
For school,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love Africa.
I've been to all the continents except Antarctica now, and I haven't
Antarctica.
really been on
There you go.
mainland Asia. I would love to go to mainland Asia.
Same.
And
That
I-
is like big bucket list. for
I
me.
would love to go to Nepal. I think that
Yeah.
place would be cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it's definitely not a tourist trip, but I want to go climb some shit. Be
Yeah.
on top of some cool mountains.
Yeah.
And do some cool interacting.
Yeah.
Just be part of the culture there. That'd be
Right.
cool.
I need to get to more continents.
I haven't left America.
No, I've been.
But
Africa,
I kind of realized my initial...
Europe.
What'd you do in Africa?
Climbed Kilimanjaro.
Fuck yeah,
that's
dude.
where I proposed to my wife.
No way. That's where you proposed?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really fucking cool. Dude.
I texted him. I was like, you really fucking set the bar high.
Yeah, dude. She's not gonna leave you.
Hopefully.
I mean, look at you.
Are you watching?
Looks like Bigfoot's like... he looks like midget Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I am so excited for Bigfoot. I can't say Bigfoot man, right?
New England steward.
Okay, New England Stewart. We have a guy that is apparently like he's got some data about Bigfoot,
Is he a coming guest?
Yes.
I can't wait. I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch that episode
Yeah.
for sure.
like he's
Yeah.
apparently all about the Bigfoot.
Dude.
Not a dick about it. But
It's like-
he's not like crazy about it.
I don't care if he is. That's fucking odd. Like if you have some points to show me about
do you-
Bigfoot, I'm
how
gonna
do you
believe
feel
you.
about
There's some
We got a college
Discovery Channel.
educated man here. What do you
Yeah.
think about Bigfoot?
A
What
good
I think about
college
Bigfoot,
educated.
I think you should never assume you know everything. You should never be sure. Even if you have science and facts to back you up, those are concrete in some way. But there is something about human perception that seems to keep deceiving us. And I think that science and mathematics are really precise. And they're really good at understanding what we can see and what we can
Right.
collect. But there's more than what we can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
and what we can collect.
There could
So
be
I
a
would
whole
say
other
there's
world on a
chance.
different plane living on this world.
Well, mathematically speaking, there are definitely other dimensions. There
Yeah.
are definitely other places to be.
Right.
Can we be there? Can we perceive there?
Right.
We're
Yeah.
not sure. But like,
But some of the weird overlap
it's
that we
really
see
cool
in this
to
world
think about.
Yeah.
could be that.
Like, it's cool to think about the potential with that. Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah,
I think Land of the Lost is real.
For
absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was scared during that movie.
I don't think I'll ever not believe in Bigfoot.
It's hard to
Like,
disprove
yeah.
Bigfoot. Yeah.
I don't
That's one of the things about
I don't know
Bigfoot.
how I feel about it.
Yeah,
You know what
I've never
you know
been
how I feel?
everywhere.
Flat earthers,
Flat Earth.
I hope they're right.
they're popular.
I also have a friend. I have a friend that's a flat earther.
I don't want to speculate openly about why I think they're popular,
Yeah.
but they're popular.
You should be a politician. I almost introduced you as a presidential-elect. Will Mayo.
Do you remember Travis Dunn?
Oh, yeah, he's a severe flat earther.
Severe flat earther.
He's got
and
a severe case of flat earth.
He's also an engineering graduate.
You never know.
Like-
What if we're the ones keeping all the secrets?
Well, I can't tell because he's like really smart. If he's just playing this long game of just
Yeah.
really fucking with
Yeah,
people,
exactly.
or like
Yeah, he's dealt with
actually
stupid
plays-
people his whole life.
Yeah,
I've thought about trying that. I haven't had the gall to try that. With
Yeah.
anyone.
That's what makes me think Elon Musk is doing what he's doing.
Dude, he might
He
be
just
fucking
trolls.
us all
Oh,
over.
he hard
smoking,
trolls.
that was troll.
Yeah.
He trolls.
He loves fucking with his stock.
Yeah.
Because he knows that it's like, at the end of the day,
Because
it's
he
valuable.
can't do it
Oh, yeah.
directly anymore. They caught him for
Right.
that shit.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
to do it indirectly.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm going to release a sardine can
Oh, yeah.
truck.
But like, I haven't decided if he's just a fucking idiot or if he is just an absolute genius. That
I mean, granted, he is
Well,
not...
he's definitely
definitely smart.
But
he's
genius
not
in
doing
some
the work.
sense.
Yo, yeah,
Yeah, he didn't create
Yeah.
the electric car.
No,
he
no.
figured out the path to
He's
the
Yeah.
patented a few things that have gotten some money.
Right.
And he's got some money from his family, right?
Right.
But like he's also
PayPal.
he's got vision.
PayPal,
and
yeah.
I think is his biggest.
Right.
Oh, PayPal. He's an early investor in that.
He sold it.
Oh, he
That's how he started all these
started
new...
PayPal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So at that point, you're like, I can do whatever.
True.
Million for you. Million for you. He's
Probably still got royalties coming in and stuff.
Probably.
Yeah.
I want a 2.9 second electric car. Good luck.
Make it.
I'm on.
Engineers do that.
I'm gonna dig a hole under LA.
No, but he lists himself as like a chief designer at SpaceX and at Tesla. Like he's still involved with the design
Yeah.
process.
I mean, if I owned the company, I would.
yeah. But he does
myself
do
as a
some
chief
dumb
designer.
things. Like
He does do some crazy dumb things.
Like, we're
smoke
going
weed and
private,
drink
it's-
whiskey with Joe Rogan on national TV.
or like the whole like we're going private. It's fully funded.
Yeah, that's
Like-
fucking a fiasco.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't think so.
As a public company, you can't do that.
Well, maybe he's challenging the status.
I mean, he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
he
think
did do it, and now he doesn't have really any
He's an advocate
decisions to make.
of ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Don't ask for permission.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy. I've
It
learned that
really
later
is.
in my life.
He shot a car
I
into
used
the.
Yeah, he shot lead balls at his own car.
Yeah.
Broke it.
Yeah, that shit did not work out.
So I have a time constraint that I did not see coming.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I have a call coming from Japan for ToPro soon. So
All right.
Line him in.
Wait,
honestly,
when's
I
this
wouldn't
coming
mind,
in?
but I don't want to discuss specifics.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 beers deep.
When's that coming in?
Nowish. So
Okay.
Nowish? All right.
Well, finish
we can
up,
round it up.
but I want to
Yeah.
come back.
Let's do it. Let's corral this up. What did we not talk about?
Let's see. We talked about the early life. We talked about what you're doing now, what you want to do in the future.
You asked me
where
what
you
I was
want
doing, but I've already explained it in the past. Pretty
Yeah.
much, I want to.
Yeah, what do I want to do with ToPro is take it around the world,
Right.
and I want
Yeah.
everybody to have a ToPro in their terrain park. Not
All right.
just because it's my company, but because I think you can actually snowboard more,
Yeah.
and ski more at your terrain park, or on your racetrack,
Yeah.
or at your mountain bike park, whatever. Tubi
Yep.
park even.
So we talked like, next 5 years, say 25 years down the road, 30 years down the road. What do you want your legacy in this action sports world to be?
I don't need a legacy. I just want to know that I did everything I could do for myself.
Yeah.
I think action sports is cool, and it's awesome that kids get to see this stuff in social media and get inspired to go do things. I think that part's cool. I want kids to feel inspired by what we put out there.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing probably with action sports. And the reason I put stuff out there is so that people who don't necessarily think they can do it can see my case and say,
Right.
maybe I can do it. But other than that, like I'd like to change the ski and snowboard industry with ToPro. I'd like to make sure that people aren't wasting energy. It can be done with less energy, less materials, less costs. And I would like the world in general to see that and take note. Like, we can reduce everything we put in.
Yeah.
We can reduce all the waste that comes out. So, and that's part of what will make it happen for all of us in the future. If we all have a little bit of a contribution in that realm, then, we'll be able to fit 9 billion people on this planet and make it work.
I have a quick engineering question,
Yeah.
if you have time.
I have time.
All right. I asked it last week, but we were all idiots.
We were not engineers.
So we have an engineer in the room. There's a water shortage in California. Mm-hmm. What is the implications of me not being water conscious in Maine on the overall spectrum of water usage? Like, does it fucking matter?
Private well. Like,
No, I'm talking-
no. Let's say that, like, not public water, like in Maine, private well.
Private well.
Or if you have the
If we're
knowledge.
making a specific case for this question.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you have the knowledge, the overall footprint of Maine, because Maine is a ton of water.
I would
more globally, not locally.
Yeah.
A bunch of private wells.
Like, how are we specifically affecting California? Or any
or
other
drought.
place?
Well, that's-
Drought.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can we affect drought?
I would say that you're worrying about the wrong thing. I think it's important to conserve water generally and conserve the resources that it takes to supply fresh water to us, which, being in a place where we have a high water table, you're allowed to just have a well and you're allowed to just pump your own water out of the ground, which is fucking awesome.
Right.
We don't know how good we have it
Right.
sitting here on top of that kind of shit. In California, they have a water shortage because there's so many people sucking water out of the ground. There's no more water table.
Right.
And it's like, it's a problem. There's nothing our water table can do for their water table.
Yeah.
So far away.
Right.
So you're not actively taking water away from them. But I think
It's still a mindset. Like,
it's a weird
is the
thing to be worried about.
yeah.
That's my thought. Is like I mean, I noticed it. It's like you don't flush the toilet every time, right?
No.
But does it matter?
Not till I go to bed.
Does it matter for Californians? No, but it matters for all of us.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
It does.
Yeah. I think it matters for everyone. No matter how much of whatever they're using, every little bit counts at this point. We're at the point we're beyond like saving it with easy measures for global warming. Like, you're going to see the coastline change in Portland. You're going to see water come up to the street in Scarborough Beach and to the street in Higgins Beach. Those are the people who are going to see firsthand their houses are going to be inhabitable.
Fuck them.
But I think we talked about this the last episode. Is like, like my well, it's like, I think 60 gallons a minute at 230 feet. Like, I was told, it's crazy. And it cost me $3,500. Like,
That's a deal.
yeah. Like, I was told
You are the 1%.
yeah.
Kill you.
Like, I was
You want some
told,
water to go well?
I could run 10 houses around me and never run out of water. But does that mean that I should have that mindset of just never doing it? Because in 50 years, what happens if I dry up that table and then people need to tap into that table 15 houses down?
Well, it all depends on the rainfall in those 50 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like we replenish our water table for the most part in
the
Maine.
problem is there's a
So
finite
all
amount
right,
of fresh
let's
water.
not talk
Yeah.
about urine. Let's talk about a long shower. Something that's enjoyable.
5-minute shower. That's all I do.
Everybody likes to shower.
I don't care what you do.
Here's what I do.
Question for an engineer.
Always, no matter how long your shower is, finish cold. It's good
Yes.
for your immune system, and it's
Good
good
for the
saving
skin,
energy,
It's cold. Though.
and it's exciting.
Gives you a proper size representation.
Yeah.
Yep. Gee, if you want to depict accurate scale to your wife.
But I think the mindset is important. Like we have unlimited water. I have unlimited water here.
You, the fancy 1%.
Mike's Poland Spring.
But like, if I
Michael
decide,
Nestle over here.
if I get a new job in California and I move my family, like I'm still gonna have that mindset when I
Yeah.
go out there, and
you
it's
fuck shit up.
Exactly.
Yeah. You shouldn't have that mindset.
Yeah.
Are you leaving? We just started a fucking show.
What's that?
Are you moving to California?
No.
Don't leave us, Mike.
No,
I'll
I
have
hate.
to
My brother lives there. I
co-host
don't
with
like
Will.
him. Yeah.
You know how boring our show would be if it was just two stone guys?
Literally just get shit faced.
You'd just be like, wait,
Well,
what
no,
were we
no,
talking
We'd
about?
smoke on air then?
Yeah. You did see where this was at first, right? Like,
Okay.
not stone, but
All right. We are fucked up.
yeah.
Well,
And on that note,
yeah. Appreciate you coming, Will.
Yeah, man.
you
It was
guys
really
for
good talking
having
to you.
me. It's really good seeing you
Avotumnetwork
both.
at gmail.com. Avotum Network on Instagram. Where are you on Instagram?
Instagram, you're going to want to find me at Shredwise and at Topro Lifts. And if you want to inquire about Topro Lifts, it's will@toprolifts.com. Same
Is that also the
website if you
website?
want to
Yeah.
check out the website. Website's a one-pager. My partner made it. He's not a website guru. Don't be hard on him.
I can get a website up for you if
We're
you need
getting a
it.
new website
Okay.
going soon. But yeah, I'll consider
Okay.
your offer.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having
Are
me.
you
Mike,
making
really good to
spot
see you.
pizza?
Yeah,
too.
you as well, man.
Oh, Spot Pizza too. We didn't
Yes.
talk about that. So
Short
I filmed a movie called
elevator
Spot
pitch.
Pizza
Yeah.
about snowboarding on the East Coast, mostly street stuff. It was actually 100% street stuff, and I incorporated riders from all over Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Vermont. And we filmed a 15-minute movie, and it was great. It was fun, and we had pizza delivered to all the street spots, and we ate a ton of pizza. We all got about 5 pounds heavier that season, at least. Some of us 30.
That's a lot of weight.
I want to
down
do
there.
it again, but with
How many pounds?
backcountry.
Yeah.
How many pounds you putting on this year?
I don't know, but getting a backcountry pizza is the really
Drone
big
delivered
question.
pizza.
Yeah.
Or
I
cook
need
it out.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Come in, swoop me a pizza real quick.
I'm working on sponsorship.
All right.
I heard you have an in at LL Bean. You know LL?
Yeah, I know LL Cool J. Does he work there?
That's what I heard.
You gotta fuck every
Did LL
podcast up
Cool J
about talking
start
about
LL
LL
Bean?
Bean.
Yeah.
It's the main adventure podcast.
The Main Adventure Podcast.
We start every adventure at LL Bean.
I, for
We get
one,
warm
went
gloves,
to the
and
tree
then we
lighting
go-
ceremony at LL Bean the other day. I
saw that.
And it was beautiful.
It was good stuff.
I bet. How
And
was the traffic?
it was terrifying. That town is tiny.
Oh, it's really bad.
There's not enough room for the cars that were in that town.
No,
But
more trains.
it was beautiful, and I got to meet Santa and his reindeer.
Hey, next year maybe you can put a Tow Pro lift in on the sidewalk and tow people into it.
I like it. Anything to get the name out there. I'll be dragging carcasses across the concrete.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to say, Mike?
No,
You're gonna
no,
get on
I'm
the phone to
good.
Japan.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. It feels so not important now.
Why?
I have no
'Cause
Japan
I'm
calls
not
coming.
going. Yeah, I'm going to
You're
bed.
important. You have a baby coming. You're
Fair.
more important than me by far.
Oh, baby Elon Musk.
Yeah, your kid is going to rule the world one day. Watch out for that shit.
Because he makes me rich.
I'm gonna influence
She makes me rich. I don't know why I said
Yeah.
he.
I get to influence the
Is it
kid.
going to be a girl? You guys
It
have
is a
sex?
girl, yeah.
Maybe we should start.
Did you do a
your-
gender reveal, or is this the big gender reveal?
No, we did at not at my recommendation, but we did.
He was not on board.
Every time,
No, and my wife knows that. I was adamantly against gender reveal.
Every time I see your couples pictures,
Well,
it's like Mike beautifully holding Brittany. I'm like,
and
Mike had no say in this.
no, I like
pick a
it.
name?
What's that?
You picked a name?
Yeah, Charlie Autumn.
Charlie Autumn.
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
It is a good name.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
I hope I get to be there.
Yeah.
Right when she's born.
I'll call you.
We'll podcast it.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's fucking perfect.
Hi, Jake and Will coming to you live from the operating room. You're gonna have to mess with the levels there. I screamed.
Yeah, this podcast is fucked all over.
All right, good luck. You know, we just created a ton of work for you.
Do you know anything about audio, Will?
Nope, I'm out. Bye.
I am
See ya.
struggling.
Yeah.
Headphones are off.